Now, though, how you doing tonight, bro?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. Just getting ready for Najee money.
What's up, sports fans?
Don't start about the games that I'm gonna do.
Andy
I'm
back.
gonna choose the best game available, so don't worry about that.
With my
Don't
brother
even worry about
Lewis.
that. Don't start that, bro. Do not start that. Do not. But again, appreciate D coming through right now, man. On the live stream with the Lewis Sports Network, we're giving you Lakers versus Clippers battle of Los Angeles in the Orlando bubble. The Pelicans are playing the Jazz right now. I was originally supposed to do that game, but because it was my cousin's birthday, I could not do it. But I am here. I said I'm ready. Me and D are ready. So this is gonna be a darn good game. Just looking forward to it. And again, salute to everybody that's in the chat. And again, salute to Jay, man. Appreciate it. And I see D, you got the green screen working with the background with Kawhi and LeBron right there.
Yeah. What's up, MMA champ commentary? What's good with you? Yeah, man, just messing around a little bit, but I gotta get better lighting for this green screen behind me. It's good for the daytime, but at night it's not so great. So it is what it is.
No, that's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. But all right. Whatchamacallit, Brandon? Okay, Empty the Sports Clip says he says Mavs against Rockets. Bucks Skull says do the Bucks. I'm actually thinking about doing the Bucks and the Celtics tomorrow. I'm actually thinking about that one. PG isn't as good as LeBron overall or AD. Yeah, that's true. Shout out to Freddie Gee. Appreciate you coming through, my man.
Freddie in the building. What's up, Freddie?
Ryan says, do I like the virtual crowd? I don't, because it's not the real thing, but you got to work with what you have. So, I'm just going to deal with it, man.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, it's weird.
Real quick, Lewis. Shout out to Freddie. My man Andre, MMA, appreciate you guys coming through. Freddie supporting both sides. That's what's up, Freddie.
That's what's up, guys, and that's what the Lewis Sports Network is Speaking My Sports Talk is all about. The support. Appreciate the support on both sides. If you guys haven't, man, make sure to hit the subscribe button for the Lewis Sports Network. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for Speaking My Sports Talk with D. Jefferson, man. We're giving you basketball content. I do provide baseball content as well, which I was just doing last night. I had a lot of fun doing the Yankees and the Orioles. That was actually, it was fun to do, nice and chill. D is giving you UFC, which I also do at times. I just don't do it as frequent, but I do that as well. D does boxing. He kills it with the boxing, man. I mean, you're looking for boxing analysis from the T when it comes to studying. Speaking My Sports Talk is the place to go. And obviously, he knows the game of basketball as well. So it just lets you know, man, we're well-rounded in all sports. And
we got it all.
Make sure to check both of our channels out, man.
And just to let y'all know, Lewis and I also know football very well. And so, I'm not sure. I might be over here messing around with Lewis some. I'm not going to cover football as much. Lewis may bring y'all a little more football than myself, but we also got that on lock. So you guys, this is the one-stop sports shop.
And that's a fact. I know a lot of subscribers. I know a couple of YouTubers who are actually doing this game live. So shout out to Sports Critic, who's also doing that as well.
I think RB's doing it too.
Oh yeah, RB's doing it. Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, we might not get the biggest turnout tonight with those two guys doing it.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm being optimistic, so we probably look, man, we got 20 likes already, and the game hasn't even started yet right here on the Lewis Sports, man. Go hit the like button on Speaking My Sports Talk, man. Shout out to Layla, man. She says this is going to be the death of me. Rico says, where's D's channel? I will type it in for ya.
It's real quick, Lewis. It's real easy, guys. Just put in SYMST. Put that in the YouTube search. I'll pop right up. SYMST. SYMST.
All right, shout out to Jose Yepes. Appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate it.
Jose, my brother.
Jose's at 21, and I bet you was the 21st light too, Jose. Appreciate it. Actually, we went up to 24. Shout out to Toby Bartlett in the building. What is good with you, bro? Appreciate the support as always, man. One of these originals, OGs over there, man. Appreciate you. Yes, shout out also to Jose.
Shout out to my man SSB28 in the building. Willie Williams in the building. What's good, Willie? And Chopsticks in there. Let's go. Basketball ready. Hey, man. I'm telling you, Lewis, this is the thing. Basketball Live with Lewis and D, man. We're gonna kill it this season. Next season after that. Y'all get ready. This is gonna be a household name eventually.
No doubt. And all right, so the Jazz and the Pelicans, they're playing. So the game is over. So there's like 123 remaining. That game is actually tied at 102, guys. New Orleans did have a 16-point lead in that game. They blew it. The Jazz were actually up by as many as I believe they had 3 or 4, but that's just the current update while we get ready and wait for the Lakers and the Clippers. Second game of a doubleheader tonight. We would be doing that doubleheader on. Because the thing is, I knew everybody was really looking forward to this game in particular. So I knew that dudes were gonna come in and watch this one. So it's gonna be on and popping right here, man, with Lewis and D tonight. I said everybody getting their snacks tonight. Oh yeah, get your popcorn ready, like my man T.O. says. Get your popcorn ready. Get
Mark,
popcorn ready.
I hear you, Mark. I got me some snacks. Where's Mr. What was
Mr. Chris Wedge?
Yeah, where's Mr. Chris Wedge, man? How you knew I was talking about Chris, man?
Yeah, no. It's funny. He randomly popped on one of my live streams like 2 weeks back, and he was saying he was like, "Where's my man, Dr. Snacks D?" I'm like, I haven't seen him in a minute, but I said I know he's thinking of y'all, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, man.
Anthony L in the building.
Shout out to Anthony L in the building. Appreciate you. Shout out to Juanetta. Shout out to Chantel Pittman. Layla, this is the kids again.
Yo, that is a fact. Chopsticks over here he talked about the Pelicans. He was like, Ingram is a star now. Hey man, I was telling everybody to watch out for Brandon Ingram because he's going to be able to go to New Orleans and spread his wings. See, Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball was somewhat restricted playing behind LeBron James, but I figured this would happen with the guy.
And the thing is that what's crazy, D, is that what they're still doing now is they're still limited Zion's minutes. So, but the thing is, I knew with that because of quarantine, but at the same time, it's like they've been doing this like even before quarantine that they were limited Zion's minutes. And remember, Zion he actually lost 20 pounds. So
yeah, he looks great.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, Anthony L has said about the Cash App. Guys, the Cash App and the PayPals are in the oh wait, I didn't put it in the description. My mistake, guys. So I will put it in the chat for both of you guys. So for you guys. Excuse me. So I will put those in the chat. So just give me 1 second.
All right, while he's doing that, everybody, Andre over here on this side say, who y'all got winning this tonight? Andre, I got LA winning.
I want to go for the Clips.
I'm going for LA, Andre.
I'm going with LA. Yeah, that's the necessity. I'm gonna go with LA.
I'm gonna win for sure. LA's gonna win this. I can guarantee you, LA wins.
Yeah, that's facts. Me and D predicted. We predicted LA was going to win tonight. We predicted it. Like,
I predicted
we feel it in our bones, man. So we felt that, man. We felt it. Like we just knew that it was going to be on when they said that we were going to win.
Nah, all seriousness, yeah. I think that the Lakers been cheating, bro. And look, this is what I'm saying, guys. They're not literally cheating, right? But there is a rumor. And it has been confirmed by a few players. As a matter of fact, I was reading an article. JJ Redick was doing an interview. And it's been confirmed that the Lakers, there's a billionaire in Beverly Hills that has an exact replica of the Lakers court. And they've been communing there, practicing and all types of shit behind the scenes. So I'm going to pick the Lakers because of that reason. I think that they have the jump on other teams. They were already building pretty nice chemistry. And the Clippers were actually having a little difficulty getting that chemistry together. So I'm going to ride with LA Lakers on this game tonight.
Yeah, I think, trust me, the Lakers, they're going to win this game. And I know people are going to jump on the Clippers, especially, the people in the media, certain people. But listen, man, it's okay because the real test is going to obviously be in the postseason. I think the Lakers need it. Obviously, they're going to need it because of the whole momentum thing with LA and just, have that 2-2 series tie. So, but I got the Lakers winning tonight. So, that's what I think is going to happen. All right, guys, so we got 32 seconds remaining. The Jazz are up 2 on the Pelicans, 104-102. 32 seconds remaining. And
Ingram at the
Ingram is at the
line,
free
just
throw
smashed
line.
the first one. I see you, Andre. I see you with the new profile pic. That's how you doing. I gotta keep mine. Speaking my sports talk. I'm branded, guys. Everywhere you go, Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, Twitter, you're gonna see that logo. You're gonna see Speak Your Mind Sports Talk, baby.
All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen. So I put my donations and the links to both the Cash App and the PayPal in the in the chat. I just put that. So if you guys would like to donate, you guys can do that right there. Oh wow! So the Pelicans have tied the game at 104, guys. So we got 32 seconds remaining.
Did you? Did you? My bad, Lewis. Did you cut your Chantel Pittman? Appreciate you, sis. Did you cut your super chat on?
Did I cut my super chat?
Did you cut it on when you monetize? You know you got to switch it on, right?
Yeah, I got to switch it on. I didn't switch it on yet.
Oh, okay. Just checking, just because a lot of people don't know they got to switch it on. I didn't. I had it off for like a week before I figured out I had to switch it on.
Yeah, I got to turn that on. I got to go to my whatchamacallit?
Yeah, the back office. I mean, we get it done later. You good? You're over 1,000 now, fam.
YouTube Studio. Yeah, there we go. I was like, why am I forgetting the name? Oh man. Yeah, it's not on. I'll definitely go change that when I get the opportunity. I'll make sure to put it on.
Yeah, I got a couple of likes. Yeah, Chantel, it's not like my boxing and even my MMA side. I do a little better, but I don't post enough info. I get more of my viewing and things off with Lewis during the season. Lewis, he follows and covers basketball a lot more in detail than I do.
Right.
But I'm actually going to have to start picking up on that at least twice a week because I'm getting involved in some other stuff. And if you guys ready to win some money, I'm going to help you win some money. And y'all come check me out over there with my boys on Oz HQ. Let's go.
All right, so shout out to Freddie Gee. He was the first Cash App donation of the night. Shout out to Freddie Gee. Appreciate that, my brother. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Truly appreciate that.
Freddie the man. Freddie.
I'm telling you, tonight is going to be crazy, man. I can just see it.
Freddie, appreciate you, bro. Freddie showing real support. Freddie is another one of the day ones. Freddie been with me since I jumped off. I appreciate you always, Freddie G.
That's right. I still remember the time when me and Freddie were disagreeing, and still from time to time we disagree. But it's like the stuff that we did agree on. At least he did agree with me, and it's like, yo.
Oh, you guys had y'all LeBron workouts. I'll say that. Y'all used to go at it.
Oh yeah, and from time to time we still kind of go ham, but not as much before because we're like kind of mostly agreeing on things more so now than ever. But it's all good though.
Lewis, put your cash app. Excuse me. Shit, put your cash app in the private chat so I can put it in my chat.
You said my
your Cash App address. Put it in the private chat so I can copy and paste it, and I'm gonna drop it in my chat. So,
hold on. Let me just get that working real quick. Oh wait, I could just trying to see if I could do it.
Ron said, "Don't be stingy. Share that food." Hey, no.
Yo, Layla funny. She said Freddie Bronny. That's the burner account.
Yeah, Freddie is definitely the biggest LeBron fan in here. That's for sure.
Oh man. So we're just waiting for things to start. Wait, why would they put syrup on chicken? Yo, Popeyes is doing too much, man.
You ever heard of chicken and waffles, bro?
Yeah, man. People put syrup on chicken for years, especially down south. They put
No, I know about the chicken and waffles, and I heard of syrup on the waffles, and I'm just saying that on the chicken though. That's my thing.
Oh shit! You got to go down south, fam. See, he from up north. He from up north, but you go down south. They put the syrup all over it, so they tear it up. You know what I mean? That's how they do it in the South.
Shout out to MSSD Magnum, man. He says game time. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Laker fan, Lake Show. Again, guys, smash the like, hit that subscribe. Okay, so Utah's up 2-3 seconds. Ingram with the 3-pointer. The ball goes in and out. And wow, the Utah Jazz, they come and they beat the Hornet, the Pelicans, excuse me. That's a tough loss for them, considering I picked them to win this game. But the Jazz come back from 16 down and they beat them.
Yo, that's terrible for the Pelicans. The Pelicans, let me tell you something, guys. This run is important for so many teams, that 9th spot. And not only do you got to get that 9th spot, you got to get within 4 games of the 8th spot, right? That hurts. That hurts the Pelicans. You know, that's a blow, because this was a team, just like Lewis said, that they were supposed to check that one off the list. You know what I mean? So, hey, that's a tough blow for the Pelicans. And Brandon Ingram, that's a tough blow for him. But, hey, man. He's a young guy. He's going to miss other game winners. That was a game-winning shot. Some guys go their whole career and don't hit that game-winning shot.
Yeah. Okay, so they're showing LeBron. LeBron's getting ready. He's putting his laces on. There's AD warming up. Shout out to Anthony L., man. Appreciate the donation, man. Thank you. I did receive it, man. Thank you so much, my brother. Appreciate that.
What are you talking about, Freddie? Hell yeah, Freddie. That chicken and waffles, baby. He said that's bad, man. Andre. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's it.
They get ready to take the floor.
Getting ready.
Man, it seems so weird with nobody in the stands, dog.
Yep. Oh, wow. So now that they're doing player introductions, getting ready for this.
See, this is what I don't like, bro. I have to speak on this right quick. This is what I don't like. They should just start the game, play the game without all of this Black Lives Matter stuff, bro.
Yeah, for real, man.
They shouldn't even bring that to the table, man. I don't like that.
Yep, they're already starting the political stuff. Shout out to King G in the building. Appreciate you, my brother. Nah. They need to let this go, man. You see, I knew this was going to happen because I knew after this whole protesting, especially some of the people who aren't really protesting, that they were going to move on from it. And now the sports is trying to take advantage of this. I knew this was going to happen. Like I knew it from the beginning. Oh, Mark is from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, Mark.
I hope they don't flood the season with this, because here's the thing with these leagues, and it's like that video I put out about Roger Goodell. If y'all really cared about this, when Colin Kaepernick knelt, you would have stepped up like this. When Isaiah Thomas long ago said what he said, you would have stepped up about these types of things. Isaiah's pretty much a disgrace, not only for the not shaking of the hand of Jordan, because that wasn't really too offensive. Other teams have done that. The big problem with it was he didn't shake hands after what he said about, or not what he said, but after what he backed Rodman on saying about Larry Bird. So, like, these leagues only play this Black Lives Matter, the racial tension. They only play that game when it's beneficial. The season's starting. They need people to watch. So they want people to feel like they're down with the cause. That's all that's about.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's just how I look at it, bro.
No, I get it, bro.
Yeah. Hey, who was that? I think it was Chopsticks. Yeah, Chopsticks over here said JJ Redick is the Duke GOAT. I would say this. It is between, I don't give it to Zion Williamson. You know, a lot of people talk about Zion Williamson and things he did, But I would say this. Zion Williamson didn't play long enough with Duke for him to knock off JJ Redick or Christian Laettner. Now, Christian Laettner may not have been, the superstar NBA player. But let's not get it twisted. That dude is one of the best Duke players that ever laced up a pair of shoes, fam. And you got to give Christian Laettner his props at Duke. JJ Redick would probably be in arguments with Christian Laettner for the Duke GOAT chopsticks. That's just my opinion, man. What you think about that, Lewis?
No, I mean, not much to say on it, and all I can say is that I actually agree with you on that one. There's really much much I can say on it, honestly, because I think from your perspective, I honestly think that you're speaking the truth. So I really can't even go against that, honestly. I think you're telling the truth from that.
Yeah, man. Christian Laettner, see, he was so special, chopsticks, as a collegiate player. He was considered a bust. And it's unfortunate for Christian Laettner, right? I think like his whole path in his career during the NBA and everything, I think it's unfortunate because he was so good as a college player that, his expectation as an NBA player, I think maybe was too high. And when he didn't perform at the level they expected him to perform, he was, by some people, considered a bust. But if you look at what Christian Laettner did, even at the pro level, he was still a damn good player. And it's kind of messed up because of the expectation that they had on him, because he was such a great collegiate player. You know what I mean? Like, you see a collegiate player that great, you expect to see the next Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Zion Williamson was a great collegiate player. He's going to be great, probably, bar no injuries in the NBA. Same with J.J. Redick, great NBA player. Kareem, great NBA player. Christian Laettner, he was a very good NBA player. But he didn't even get the credit of being called a very good NBA player because the expectation, the bar was set too high because of how well he played at the collegiate level. Kind of messed up, right?
Oh yeah, and Jalen Rose was one of the people who said that that he hated Christian Laettner when he played against him when he was with the Fab Five down in Michigan, but he said he realized that Christian Laettner had game, so he showed him respect. Now I will say that Christian should have not been on the dream team, but I will say that Christian was one of the best college players of all time when he played. So I gotta give him his respect.
They should have put Shaq on that team all day long. But Christian Laettner was the golden boy. And he still, at that time, he still had high expectations, you know what I mean?
Man, Dia sent you a message on your phone. All right, guys, so we are at a commercial break, and we're getting ready. We're about to get started pretty soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Phil Lancaster, man. Appreciate you on the donation. Definitely appreciate that. And he's already replying, it's game time. But again, appreciate you, man. Spitboxer. Appreciate the donation.
My man Brian Harkin in the building. What's up, Brian Harkin? In here with the American basketball, Brian. That's my UK compadre. And my brethren, Iron Cone. What's up, brethren? How you doing? He said, you say J.J. Redick was a great NBA player? I think he was a great NBA player. I'm not saying that he'll go down as one of the top 50, but I think look, J.J. Redick, Iron Cone, you know that he's made the playoffs every year he's been in the fucking league.
That's right. That's on the line. And real quick, I just want to end this on this little Black Lives Matter thing. Here's the thing. There's a lot of things going on. Somebody mentioned it in the chat in Chicago, with everything that's going on. But I'm sorry. Kneeling for the national anthem isn't going to do anything. I'm sorry. It's just not. But I just want to leave it at that. And I'm not saying that because Black lives, they do matter. But just like Native Americans' lives matter, everybody's lives matters. I'm just saying that at this point, it's just there needs to be the kneeling isn't just working. So. All right, so the broadcasters for this game are Kevin Harlan and Reggie Miller, but we're giving it to you from the Lewis Sports Network. So
hold on for a second. Oh, my bad, Lewis. I just got a super chat over here. My brother Glenn Avery with the super chat. I appreciate you, Glenn, and I did not know that you didn't have a wrench, Glenn. I really didn't, because I would have been giving you one. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook that up. But shout out to my man Glenn Avery with the super chat. Appreciate you, fam. Go ahead, Lewis. Sorry about that, fam.
No, it's okay. All right, so Kawhi's taking off the warm up, taking off the Black Lives Matter shirt. Patrick Beverly is playing tonight. Anthony Davis is playing tonight. But AD looks like if he didn't even get affected in the eye, but he looks okay. All right, so we're gonna see the Morris brothers. Let me know what everybody in the chat is actually looking forward to. What are you guys interested in seeing? Okay, so here are the starting lineups. Reggie Jackson, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Marcus Morris, and Zubac for the Clippers. And for the Lakers, LeBron James, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, KCP, Danny Green, Anthony Davis, and JaVale McGee for the Los Angeles Lakers. Smash that like button and hit the subscribe button for the Lewis Sports Network and for Speaking My Sports Talk as we get ready for the opening tip. Second game of a doubleheader between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Los Angeles Clippers, man. Battle of LA in the bubble. Let's get to it.
It's Basketball Live with Lewis and D, baby. Let's go. All right, let me turn it
All
on.
right, man. So we are getting ready for the opening tip. And D, you could definitely start to take a call on this one, but the opening tip as long as you're updated with your stream.
Yeah, where you at? They hugging each other up in the middle of the court. That's where I am.
I see LeBron right now about to put the powder on, so I don't know if you're ahead.
Yeah, I think I might be a little ahead of you, so I'll take the opening play. I might miss something. No. You can clean it up.
All right. So let me just try to catch up here just a little bit.
All right, guys. And the tip is off. And you got to be kidding me. That's funny. My thing buffered right at the tip.
What? Oh, wow.
All right, it's good.
All right.
Lakers got the tip. LeBron comes with the ball. Passes it to Danny Green. Back to LeBron. LeBron directed traffic at the top of the key. Uses the JaVale McGee screen. LeBron steps back behind the three. Inside to McGee. McGee for the short jump hook. Scores. So Lakers first on the board. 2-0. Patrick Beverly will bring the ball down. Over to Zubac up top. Pass it on back to Patrick Beverly over to Kawhi. And look like we got a defensive foul. Lakers ball. So nothing doing on the Clippers' first possession, guys. LeBron James is going to bring the ball down the court. LeBron at the top of the key. Moves around the Danny Green screen. Kicks it over to Caldwell-Pope. Pope gets it to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis with Paul George on him. Backs Paul George down. They come for the double team. Turn around jumper on Paul George. Anthony Davis can't hit. JaVale McGee tap it back out. LeBron for three. No good. Zubac with the rough foul inside. Foul on, the rough rebound. Sorry, guys. Foul on JaVale McGee. So Clippers ball. What you looking like, brother?
Looks like I still might be a little bit behind. I'm trying to find the right stream on this one.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. I got you. Kawhi with the ball up top. Kicks it to Zubac. Zubac hands it off to Paul George. Paul George with the short jumper inside off the glass. Scores. 2-2. LeBron with the pass down court to Danny Green for three, and he drains it. 5-3. Lakers feeling it early in the game. Don't let them get started behind that three-point line, guys. All right, Paul George on the wing. Danny Green on the defense. Paul George gets the ball to Kawhi. Kawhi gets down inside. Anthony Davis comes down on the defense. Good defense by Anthony Davis. Paul George gets Anthony Davis off his feet. Foul. Sorry, guys. That was Kawhi Leonard that got Anthony Davis off his feet. And it's a foul, so Kawhi will go to the line for two. All right, guys, so it's 2-5 for everybody stepping in. 10 minutes, 14 seconds in the first quarter. You haven't missed much. Get your popcorn, get your beer. Let's go. Basketball Live with Lewis and D. Kawhi misses the first free throw. So it's still 2-5. And, guys, like I said at the beginning of this game, It's a rumor that the Lakers have been practicing secretly at a billionaire's house who has an exact replica of this stadium right here on his property. How about that? All right, Anthony Davis down low with the ball. Short jump hook. Miss. Nothing doing. Good defense by Zubac. Kawhi will bring the ball up. Got Danny Green on the defense. Step back jump on Danny Green. Push off or a little hook by Kawhi with those long arms. Foul. Kawhi Leonard. Lakers ball. 5-3. Brian Harkin. Leonard hits the second. He might. He got to get another chance, though, Brian. All right, Danny Green with the ball down in the corner. He dribbles around the Anthony Davis screen. And we got another foul. Foul on Paul George. So looks like the Clippers are running up those fouls real early. They better slow down because they're going to put Lakers in the bonus. And you don't want that. You don't want the Lakers sailing to the line all the time. Unless it's LeBron. He don't really shoot from the line that great, to tell you the truth. That's probably one of his few weaknesses, that and defense he's actually stepped up defense this season, but the free throw has been a problem. It's hovering around 76%. LeBron, come on. And this is something I always say, guys. So we're on commercial. And this is something I always say about LeBron James. And I think he's great. He's in my top 10. He's at the bottom, but he's in my top 10. Well, how you going to be number one with Jordan? And you can't shoot free throws, bro. Kobe could shoot free throws. Big Tim Duncan could shoot free throws. Oh, all right.
All right, man. I should be up to date now.
You on commercial?
Right now, I'm on commercial. I'm at where it says from Misha Green. Let me see. Hopefully, I'm on Jordan Peele. I wonder what movie is this. I'm trying to see what movie is this. Lovecraft Country. Are you up to there, D? Did you pass it? HBO Max?
Yeah. That's why we at the same spot. We rocking at the same spot, dog.
All right, cool. So it looks like I went to NBA Streams XYZ on this one.
All right. We in sync. It's back. We back in action. Oh, you meant the second free throw, Brian. Okay, I got you. Yeah. They usually do that, Brian, because he's a solid free throw shooter. So if you see a solid free throw shooter miss that first one, hell, even I do it. Now, I used to be vicious. Let me tell y'all something. I'm only 5'6", but I used to be vicious with that J, man. I got that Curry form. You know what I'm saying? They used to call me automatic, son.
All right, guys. Salute to everybody in this chat. I'm sorry if I haven't seen anybody again. I know I saw marketing in here, so shout out to you. And
let's go. Let's get him. King G in the building. What's up, King G? Empty Sports Clip in the building. What's up, Juanetta Thomas, Layla, Freddie G, Anthony L. Go ahead, man.
Shout out to Yusef Karam in the building. Appreciate you, man. He was on my stream just a while ago. Just like he's been on a couple of streams.
No doubt. Raduni, Ron Conwin, Brandon Nicholson, Isaiah. What's up, everybody? We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Brian Harkin, Freddie G, Toby Barlett, Chopsticks, Glenn Avery, Iron Cone over here on the speaking line. Andre, we appreciate you guys coming in. Really appreciate you.
Okay. Listen, man. Listen, Shaq is historically, he has never been a great free throw shooter. But Jay's absolutely right. In the playoffs, when they count, Shaq has been able to hit the free throws. I've seen all three championships. I felt like in 2001 and 2002 was really more so when Shaq really hit them when you really needed them. 2000, in the playoffs, he was horrendous. That's why they were doing Hack and Shaq like that the whole time. Shout out to Isaiah Campbell in the building as well, man. Appreciate you coming through.
Chantel Pittman.
5-3 game.
Yeah, boy, these commercials are long. All right, they're back in the building. LeBron kicks the ball over to AD. Back to LeBron. LeBron goes around the AD screen. Back to AD for the alley-oop and foul going inside. That didn't look like much of a foul to me, but they gave it to him anyway.
I'm interested to see how the referees are going to be in this game for both sides, because I think we're probably going to have some iffy calls on both sides, man.
Like no one has home court advantage. They both at home.
All right, so here's me at the free throw line, and I knock down the first free throw and give our Lakers a 6-3 lead over the Clippers. Since I look like AD, so smash the like and hit that subscribe. All right, man. So I shoot 86% from the free throw line. That lets you know, man, I hit them every time consistent. And I'm trying to see who they were showing on the bench right there. All right, so Anthony Davis on the second free throw. He makes it, rattles out and in again. All right, so here comes. Is that Patrick Beverly or is that Reggie Jackson? Looks like no, that's Pat Bev. All right, so here's Patrick Beverly trying to look. George was calling for Marcus Morris, and he misses a three-pointer rebound to JaVale McGee. Here comes LeBron James and dumps it inside the AD, and we already got another foul. So that's 2 fouls from Paul George. So he's gonna have to
sit it down.
Oh no, actually no, that was Marcus Morris. My mistake. I thought him and Paul George kind of got the similar hairstyle. They kind of look alike, and then they got that beard. So
I thought that was Paul George too, man. I thought that was Paul George too.
All right, because it's like if he gets a second foul, he's gonna have to take a seat.
All right. Paul George is a good defender. I think he can play with that foul and kind of keep it calm.
I mean, we also have to keep this in mind for the Clippers, man. It's crazy how many different lineups they've had to play this season, and they're still in second place. It's crazy to me. All right, so Anthony Davis puts the ball on the floor, and he makes a shot. And Anthony Davis looking good already. Lakers now lead 9-3.
Now, if you guys see how these guys are flowing, you look at the Lakers, you see how they're flowing. Look how quick they get into their defensive sets. That's what makes you think that they may have been practicing in secret in this underground gym. I mean, look how they just smothered Kawhi right there. That's timing, guys. A lot of this stuff is timing. Leaving the man, getting back to the right man on defense, switching. All of this, the offensive sets are working damn near flawlessly. They're not looking like a team that had to, regain certain things. The Lakers been cheating.
Yeah.
I'm not cheating. I'm not cheating. But they've been taking advantage, man.
All right, so Kawhi Leonard makes the first free throw. Lakers now lead 9-4 on the Clippers. Early first quarter, guys. Welcome to the stream on Lewis and D Basketball. Lewis Sports Network giving you Lakers and Clippers basketball live. Make sure to subscribe to both channels as you guys come in, and also like the videos you guys come in and share on your social media outlets as Kawhi shoots the second free throw. Second free throw was good, and we have a 9-5 LA Lakers lead. So LeBron gets the ball inbounded from Danny Green, and Reggie Jackson is pressing up. Also, that was Reggie Jackson pressing up on LeBron. AD getting on. And looks like, beautiful reverse spin move by Anthony Davis on the baseline. And right now the Clippers don't have an answer for him, and the Lakers lead 11-5. So here comes Joe Kim Noah, gives the ball to Reggie Jackson, gets a screen from Joe Kim Noah. He rolls to the basket. Reggie Jackson gets all the way into the paint. Nice reverse layup by Reggie Jackson. No resistance by JaVale McGee, and we get an 11-7 ball game.
Reggie Jackson's always been a really solid offensive player, always.
Yeah, he said his career high was actually 3 years ago when he averaged 18 points and 7 assists. So AD, throws the ball away. I don't know who he was passing to, but there's nobody in the audience, and the Lakers turned the ball over. But this was a nice move by AD right there. So he put the ball on the floor, did a nice spin move on Marcus Morris, and then was able to lay it up on the reverse side. But good see, this is what Joe Kim Noah was going to bring. Nice seal by him so that JaVale McGee couldn't block the shot and allow Reggie Jackson to get that open reverse layup. All right, so here comes Kawhi Leonard being guarded by LeBron. So let's see if LeBron really takes this matchup seriously. So what's going to happen? So Kawhi Leonard drives on LeBron, lays it up the basket, and nice play by Kawhi Leonard. Drove it on LeBron. He scores, and it's an 11-9 game. Go ahead, dude.
And I tell you one thing, man, Joe King Noah adds another element of defense to this Clippers team who was already sound on defense. That was a little bit too high on that alley-oop attempt by LeBron to JaVale McGee. Paul George bringing the ball down, block and foul by Caldwell Pope. But, great move by Kawhi to get around LeBron James. But, solid defense, too, by LeBron James. Kawhi just made a good offensive move. So, I applaud LeBron James for that defense.
Shout out to Johnson Daily Sports. Appreciate you coming through. Make sure guys go subscribe to his channel. Oh, wow. And as the ball's inbound, it's still by McGee. Tries a Euro step. throws up a runner and knocks it down, and 13-9. And the Clippers are going to have to avoid turnovers against the Lakers. The Lakers are one of the best in the league in points off turnovers, so they got to pay attention to that. Go ahead, D.
Yeah, so Joakim Noah with the ball, kicks it to Kawhi. Kawhi straight to the basket. LeBron on the defense. Good defense by LeBron. Again, Paul George with the ball. Out to Kawhi on the wing. Caldwell Pope on the defense. Kawhi posts him up. Gets by Caldwell Pope. Runs into Anthony Davis. And I think that's going to be an offensive foul on Kawhi Leonard. Now, isn't that 2 on Kawhi? Didn't he get one earlier?
I believe so. And he got the charge on Anthony Davis. I told you, let's keep an eye on the calls. I'm going to keep an eye on the calls. Yep, that is 2 fouls.
That's 2 fouls. You're going to have to sit it down. And look, let me tell you something, though. That was clean, bro. That was clean. See, here's the thing. Timing, guys. Timing. I'm telling you guys, you got to take this seriously. Sometimes you get these inside tips, and it's like, that's hoopla, that's hearsay. But, guys, an exact replica of Staples Center. Billionaires do what they want. So don't be surprised that someone would build an exact replica of that gym. And the guy has, and the Lakers have been eating up there, getting it in.
That's right. All right, guys, we got an early timeout, and once again, it's 7:08 remaining. So that's Kawhi's going to have to keep that in mind, that he cannot get himself into foul trouble anymore after that first quarter, because he will be sitting for a while, because he's got 2 fouls. So I think the way that Doc Rivers is probably going to play it is, it's either 2 things: either Kawhi misses the entire first quarter, or he might trust him enough to play maybe 2 minutes. But I wouldn't take that chance if I'm Doc Rivers. You want to save him at the very least from picking up his 3rd foul. So once he gets his 3rd foul, then it's, then you put yourself in a really tough spot. That means that now Paul George now has to carry the load offensively for the Clippers.
Facts.
Salute to everybody in the chat. The fake crowd noise, G Money, I'm not even, like I said, you're going to have to deal with it. It is weird. So you're just going to have to get used to it. But shout out to Empty, the sports clip, man. Appreciate you. AD was sliding to the left on the charge. Yeah. Oh, wait, Paul George does have 2 fouls. I wonder why they haven't even sat him there.
Because he's that great defensive player, bro. Kawhi needs to sit anyway, so they're just going to take the opportunity to rest him up. But Paul George can play with. That's what I would say. He can play with the fouls because he's a good player. He's good defense. He's smart enough to know not to get that 3rd foul.
Yeah, true. Layla's having dinner. You're going to have to share with the rest of the chat.
Can't be bragging on the arroz con pollo.
Probably. All right, man. One of these days, chicken and waffles for everybody here, man, from the Lewis Sports Network. All right, give me 1 second. Let me just get my charger. Just give me a minute. I'll be right back.
All right, G Money in the building. What's up, G Money? He said it's early, but the Clips need to play smart and play with their feet instead of their hands. And no doubt, because they racking up those fouls really quick, G Money. No doubt. Ray Allen, man, the best 3-point shooter I've ever seen. Ray Allen was a clean shooter, Brian. That dude was a nice 3-point shooter. Yep, definitely one of the best ever. In my opinion, Paul George got the touches Kawhi Leonard gets. He would have better numbers. I don't know, man. Maybe. Sometimes Paul George is streaky, though. So never could. But Paul George can go. He can turn it on offensively. So I wouldn't even argue that. Chopstick. Paul George is definitely that guy. Say I made some okay, all right.
Yeah, I would say that's an offensive foul. Yep, that would be an offensive foul on Kawhi.
Yeah. I say that's solid, bro. He was out of control. Nice move inside by. Oh, go ahead, my bad.
No, that's okay. KCP got the layup, and I was going to say got a foul. And the thing is, look, it hurts because Kawhi's already got 5 points, so it would have been nice. Shout out to Mitch. Appreciate you, man. Pelicans fan, by the way. He said he's unlucky for the Pels, but I hope the Lakers get this win. All right, that's cool, Mitch. It's crazy because I thought the Pelicans should have won that game. Can't believe they blew that 16-point lead to the Jazz. The Jazz, at a point, were struggling to score the basketball. That's why I was crazy that they did that. So Alvin Gentry for me has got to go as a coach. They need a coach that's really change their mindset when it comes to winning basketball. So KCP gets a 3-point play. Lakers have a 7-point lead, 16-9. Go ahead, D.
Is that I don't know, is that mine or yours? I hear like some type of interference. But Reggie Jackson with the ball over to Paul George for 3. Paul George can't hit it. LeBron with the rebound, but loses it out of bounds. Clippers ball. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Yeah, it's some interference, bro. Is that mine or is that yours? Do you know?
I don't hear anything on my end, so
or it might be mine.
Yeah, because I would have heard something by now.
Nah, that had to be. See, I didn't think it was mine. Our stream is good over here. I think I don't know. It might be his stream. I'm gonna try to go back in there, guys, real quick. Get back in there with my man Lewis. But to keep y'all posted with the action, 11-18. Lakers up by 7, 5 minutes, 29 seconds left in the first quarter. I'm going to get back in the stream with my man Lewis. I heard a bunch of interference. Did y'all hear that interference? There's no sound here? Y'all can't hear me? Oh, you can hear me now? Oh, okay. Did y'all hear that like squeaking and that interference and when Lewis was on? Or was it just me? Because I heard like an interference or something. I thought I don't know. I'm getting ready to log back on to his. So Joakim Noah at the foul line, 5 minutes, 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Joakim Noah looks like a wild man. He drains the free throw, so it's 12-18. He missed the first one.
They just get 1 second. KCP shoots a 3-pointer and misses the shot.
All right, guys, we back with my man Lewis back in the building.
All right, so Paul George missed the 3. Joakim Noah gets the offensive rebound. So here comes Paul George. He's got AD on him. Again, smash the like it that subscribes. All right, nice pass by JaMychal Green in the paint, but Paul George does not get the shot. And looks like the Laker defense has been playing pretty well.
Very, very well. I like how AD just threw them hands straight up. I'm tall enough to cause confusion. As soon as he come off the feet, that's a foul, guys. So smart defense, good defense by Anthony Davis. Caruso brings the ball up. Got Chavette on the defense, gets the ball over to Anthony Davis, who stumbles a little, gets his feet under Caldwell Pope. Back to Anthony Davis, and a foul inside by Patrick Beverly. So Anthony Davis will go to the line. Pretty solid free throw shooter. 12-18.
I believe the Clippers are in the penalty. They might be in the penalty already. They're saying, okay, people in the chat are saying that they hear that the static is trying to come back.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
All right, so it looks like AD made the first free throw, so it's 19-12. Looks like he made both free throws, so the score is now 20-12. Shout out to Tomoko, appreciate you coming through. Pat Bev is finally in the game, and looks like we got a foul. Okay, salute to everybody in the chat, and Tomoko for being the 33rd like. I appreciate that. So it looks like Pat Beverly's going to the wait. Is he going to the free throw? Yeah, he's going to the free throw line. Yes.
Clipper Darrell. Patrick Beverly makes the first free throw, so it's 13-12. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first quarter, guys. So Doc Rivers does not look very impressed at what he sees right now. But, of course, Doc Rivers looks like that a lot. So Patrick Beverly drains the second free throw, 14-20. Caruso throws the ball ahead to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis works right inside. Good hand by Shamet to steal the ball. Shamet brings the ball down to Joakim Noah in the corner to Jackson for three, and he drains it. Was that Jackson? Was that Paul
no, that was
George?
Beverly, I think. That was Beverly, I think. If it was either him or Jermichael Green.
And it looked like Anthony Davis was fouled up top on the shot. Let me see. Who was that on that? Oh, that was Joakim Noah with the good defense. Okay, nice defense. Oh, yeah.
The score is 20-17, correct?
Yeah, that was Jermichael Green in the corner. So it looks like the Clippers are trying to strike back, guys. Get back in this game and close that 8-point gap to 4. Anthony Davis getting ready to increase that lead, and he does. So it's a 5-point lead now, 21-26. Tomorrow we got the Pelicans playing the Grizzlies, Boston versus the Bucks, and the Rockets versus the Mavericks. Pretty interesting game, guys. Right off the top, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go Rockets, Bucks. Surprise, Grizzlies.
So those are these picks. Anthony Davis makes a free throw, scores 22-16 early first quarter. Again, salute to everybody in the chat. All right, so here comes Paul George traveling, and looks like, what do we have? Do we have a 3-second violation, offensive foul?
Looks like offensive by Jermichael Green on Jermichael Green.
Man, the whistles are going off early already. All right, so Alex Caruso has got the basketball. We got just under 4 remaining in the first quarter. Anthony Davis.
So Paul George brings the ball up on the drive. Good hand by Alex Caruso to knock the ball out of bounds. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Lakers are playing really good defense here. So are the Clippers. Clippers have stepped up their offense, and that's what's gotten them back into the game. So Patrick Beverly kicks the ball into Joakim Noah. Joakim Noah hands it out to Shamet. Shamet with the jump shot on Anthony Davis and nothing doing. Kuzma comes down with the rebound over to Caruso. Inside to Anthony Davis. And there's a offensive 3-second violation. So it's going to be Clippers ball. 3 minutes and 31 seconds left in the first quarter, guys. It's a whole lot of whistle blowing going on right now. Actually, that was a defensive 3-second violation on Joakim Noah. Sorry about that. So Anthony Davis drains the free throw. The Lakers will retain possession of the ball. We got Dion Waiters in, and Dion Waiters is in addition to Lakers. They try to add him for depth. Looks like we're going to have a foul on Jermichael Green. 2 quick fouls to come into the game. Appears that he just pushed Anthony Davis on the ground. Just pushed him on the ground. Feed your big man. Keep feeding your big man. He got to eat. Yeah, man. Hey, can y'all hear me over here on Lewis Sports Network? What's up, Anthony? Layla, can y'all hear me? I know y'all can hear me on this live over here. Brian, chopsticks. Oh, wow, yeah. He didn't see Anthony Davis, but he just kind of barreled into him. Kawhi, he got 2 early fouls. He got 2 early fouls, so he's sitting on the bench. So, I mean, he hadn't had the chance to. He got 5 points early, but he got 2 fouls, so he's out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna text Lewis and tell him that we can't hear him. But that's okay, guys. That's why it's Basketball Live with Lewis and D. We got y'all. So Caruso with the ball on the wing. Kicks it into Kuzma. Kuzma with the ball at the top of the key. Goes around the Davis screen. Pulls back for the 3-pointer and drains it. Kyle Kuzma for the 3. 27-16. Kyle Kuzma come in the game feeling it. Paul George at the top of the key with the ball. Goes around the Jermichael screen right down inside with the little floater. And it looks like another foul is called. A whole lot of whistleblowing going on, guys. Anthony Davis getting raked in the eye. Oh, wow. Yeah, he got him right in the eye, too. Man, he had to go back to the locker room for that. Wow. Anthony Davis goes in the locker room for an eye rake. But he's back out on the floor now, so everything's all lovely. All right, so Paul George will shoot the free throw. And he drains the first one. 17-27. Lakers back up with a double-digit lead. What's up with you, Lewis? Oh, okay. Oh, he just texted me. All right, it's all good. So Lewis will be back in a minute. Caldwell Pope drives to the lane, goes up with the left hand and scores 29-18. Patrick Beverly, full steam ahead up court, slows it down at the top of the key, kicks the ball out to Paul George. Paul George around the Jermichael screen, drives into the lane. Right in over Kyle Kuzma. Nice drive by Paul George with the little floater. 20-29. Caruso with the ball, fakes the 3. Gives it to Anthony Davis for the 3. Short off the front of the rim. And Kyle Kuzma knocks it out of bounds. So Clippers will get the possession. Nice little float off the back of the glass by Paul George on that last score. So back under a double-digit lead, guys. Down to 9 points. Paul George will bring the ball up. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Paul George around Jermichael Green missed the shot. Dion Waiters comes down with the ball. Over to Anthony Davis. Caldwell Pope drives down in the lane. Left hand misses, but Anthony Davis with the dunk put back. Nice. Back up. 11 points. The Lakers 31-20. Patrick Beverly with the ball, directing traffic. Go down inside, Joakim. That's what I'm telling you, Joakim Noah. Jermichael Green for the 3, nothing doing. Caruso passed the ball ahead to Kuzma for his own 3, and Kuzma gets fouled on the 3-point line. Bad foul. So Kuzma will go to the line for 3. Lakers feeling it right now, and it appears that the Clippers are struggling just a little bit. Now, that could have a lot to do with Kawhi catching those 2 early fouls. And you guys know under the new rule, Patrick Beverly knows better. You got to give the shooter space to land. You got to. So foul call. And Kuzma can't drain the first three free throw. Lucky for him. Get a couple more chances. Computer get right back, guys. So he drains the second free throw. 12-point lead. LeBron James checks back into the game. 1 minute, 58 seconds left in the first quarter. And this has been quite a first quarter. Quite a long first quarter. A lot of whistles. Kyle Kuzma drains the third free throw. So Lakers up by 13. Minute, 58 seconds left in the first quarter. Lou Williams checks into the game. And that's Reggie Jackson. I'm sorry, not Lou Williams. Lou Williams is out with he's out actually. So Shaman almost loses the ball, and he does. LeBron James picks it up. LeBron James brings the ball back down. LeBron takes the ball right down in on Shaman, almost loses it, gets it back out to Caruso. Caruso drives inside, back over to LeBron James. LeBron James to Kuzma for the three, and Kuzma can't hit. Joe King Noah with the rebound, sends it ahead to Beverly. Beverly right down on Dion Waiters, but he can't hit. LeBron with the rebound. Minute, 9 seconds left. LeBron slows the ball down at the top. Got Patrick Beverly on the defense. LeBron, little razzle-dazzle, step back jumper. Nothing doing off the front of the rim, out of bounds. Clippers ball. 33-20. Lakers up by 13, right under a minute, guys. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. We waiting on my brother Lewis to come back. No worries, he will be back. Lakers flexing right now. I know, G Money. Tomoko, what's up, Tomoko? Yeah, Brian, 2033. Brian, now he nicked the front of the rim, chopsticks. I think he nicked the front of the rim. Did look like it was air ball. It might have been an air ball. All right, guys, back in action. LeBron bringing the ball down. LeBron gets it over to Caruso. Caruso comes around LeBron's screen, back over to LeBron. LeBron, nice dish inside to Caruso. Kicks it back out to Kuzma. Kuzma takes it back behind the three-point line, shoots another three, and that's off. Kuzma need to bring that ball inside. Slash to the lane. Don't fall in love with the three-pointer, Kuzma. So Reggie Jackson with the ball at the top of the key. 3-second differential from the shot clock to the game clock. Reggie Jackson drains the clock down to 5, drives inside, gets fouled by Dwight Howard. So Reggie Jackson will go to the line for 2. LeBron is going to bring back the game. Wow, LeBron, they winning, Radui. They winning. They looking pretty solid right now, too. And Reggie Jackson tanks the first free throw, so it's still 22-33. Braun will take over in the fourth quarter. Come on, y'all. We already know that. Man, LeBron might be sitting in the fourth quarter if the Clippers don't get it together because the Lakers may be up too far. Reggie Jackson drains the second free throw. 10-point lead, guys. Kyle Kuzma full steam ahead all the way to the bucket, and it looks like he might have picked up the foul, and that's 3 fouls on JaMychal Green. Quick fouls. Of course, they're going to leave him in, I guess. Collateral damage. You would think they'd pull him out, even though I know he's on the bench. But Montrezl Harrell not playing tonight. Lou Williams not playing tonight. I think JaMychal Green better calm down on those fouls. Oh, that was almost a nasty spill Dwight Howard took. jumping up for that rebound. And I don't know if it was a foul call. But it's 0.2 seconds on the shot clock, guys. I don't know why they don't just let this go into the halftime. I mean, to the next quarter. But 0.2 seconds left on the shot clock. I believe the ball went out of bounds. Oh. All right, so we end the second quarter. Lakers with a 13-point lead. And I tell you what, Clippers looking a little rusty, just as I expected. I wasn't sure about these rumors, guys. You know what I mean? Or the Lakers practicing, you know, behind the scenes and all of that. But I'll tell you like this. I think they were. Brian Harkin said Doc looks tired. Brian Harkin, Doc Rivers always looks tired. That dude wakes up in the morning from a fresh sleep looking tired. That's just how Doc Rivers look. The Clippers need Montrezl, toughness, third best player on. Yeah, Montrezl Harrell's a big piece to the Clippers chopsticks. I agree with that. I agree with that for sure. Hell to the no. Empty sports clip. It's take it easy. We'll still see the game. Oh, yeah. Still a lot of game to go. It's only the first quarter, guys. We got 3 quarters to go. Anything can happen. League could change 2 or 3 times. You know, sometimes the team wins the first quarter. Then the other team will take the second quarter. It might come back and take the third quarter. Could have a back and forth game here. Still plenty of time. Empty Sports Clip said, Tomoko, you can't hate something that the person has no control or decision in such ones. No, Tomoko is not like that, bro. I don't think I see. I mean, you was making an analogy, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Tomoko not one of those skin color haters, if you know what I mean. Anthony L.
Can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. What's good? Lewis is back in the building.
Sorry, we had a power outage real quick, so had a fuse out, so apologize for that, but want to get back.
Jay in the building. He said, I don't see that viral fan thing staying thorough. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say, Jay, because even if they have fans in it, tickets, I would tell you right now, it's going to be people with money because even the nosebleed seats probably going to be like $500. But they're only going to be able to have limited fans, even if they do have fans come in. And then that's kind of tough for like NBA because like got so many players. Like it's even like they still trying to figure it out with boxing. So I don't know, man. But these billionaires make the calls, bro. So I can tell you this, they're going to want to make their money. So they're going to push as hard as they can to get that to happen.
Man, I apologize, guys. I had a power outage that just happened, so that's why my connection was gone. But I am back. Looks like we got a 35-23 lead by the Lakers, so they're up by 12. This has kind of happened in the first 2 games. A shout out to Jameer Morrison. The JR has not played yet, from what people are saying in the chat. So he has not played yet.
JR hasn't even taken off his warm-up jacket yet. So I don't know if he's going to play or not.
Oh, wow. Doc Rivers is actually 62 wins away from 1,000 career coaching victories. So, you know, Doc, if he has himself a 54 win season next year, well, if he has a 60 win season next year, he'll definitely get it.
My man Kevin just stepped in the building. He said, hey, Z, saw him late. Kevin, you never late, brother. Never late. You are here now. I appreciate you coming through, my man.
As we get started in the second quarter, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for my voice being gone, but I'm back. LeBron deflects the ball out of bounds, and the Clippers will retain possession. Early second quarter, 11:40 remaining. D and Lewis Basketball Network, man. Giving you basketball with Lakers and Clippers content. All right, so Shaman comes off a screen off the inbound, misses the shot, but looks like we got a foul call. Who is the foul going to be
on? LeBron, it looks like.
And J.R. Smith has just came into the game for the first time, ladies and gentlemen. So he is now playing. He's with Dwight Howard. So to Jamin Morrison, your boy JR is in there, and looks like we had a defensive 3-second violation. And so Kawhi Leonard's at the free throw line. He will knock down the free throw. Kawhi has to be very conscious because if he gets his third foul, he's done for the rest of this half. So he's gonna have to be very cautious on defense, pick his spots, and not do anything to where he gets called for that third foul.
I think Dwight Howard should take it to Kawhi Leonard every time he's down in the hole. Just like take it right to him.
So give kudos to LeBron, man. He's taking the challenge, guarding Kawhi Leonard in possessions right now, but he knows also Kawhi can't be aggressive. And LeBron powers the dunk going all the way to the middle of the floor, dunks it 37-24.
Reggie Jackson drives the ball up, goes straight in the middle, kicks it back out to Shamet, and a foul call. Looked like a foul on, was that Dion Waiters or LeBron James?
I guess it might be Dion, but smart move by LeBron, knowing that Kawhi's got 2 fouls, and he took it right aggressive to the rack.
Yeah. He knew Kawhi couldn't do nothing with it. Kawhi with the ball, drives down in the lane, step back, jump on LeBron. Kawhi can't hit.
And Reggie Jackson, a.k.a. Bobby Schmurder, turns it over. Kawhi missed that shot, and so the Clippers turn it over. So the Clippers out of sync early, to start this game.
Now, I was just giving LeBron James a little grief earlier about defense, and I did admit that he stepped it up, but he's looking pretty solid on the defensive end in this game. Got to give respect where respect is due. LeBron James with the ball, steps back for the jumper, in and out. Reggie Jackson comes down with the rebound over to Shamet for the three. Shamet can't hit off the front of the rim, but Reggie will get another rebound, offensive rebound. Reggie at the top of the key. Reggie dribbling. Dwight Howard on the defense. Reggie puts up another three and drains it. Back down to a 10-point lead, 27-37. Lakers up by 10.
All right, so LeBron gets into the paint, gets the pass from Dwight Howard, and he scores a rock. LeBron being very aggressive. Shout out to Logan McKemmy. Appreciate you coming through. Sacramento Kings fan here for this game. Appreciate it. And that should be a goaltend, which it is. Nah, it's not a wild, LeBron. You got there late, buddy. But appreciate the defensive play, though. Nice effort, though, getting back on defense by LeBron. It's just he just got there second late. LeBron's play, he's looked really sharp. I got to give LeBron his props. So good. He's being aggressive. He's playing some solid defense out there. He's taking the challenge to guard Kawhi Leonard. So good. All right, so LeBron gets into the basket. He goes, powers up, and he muscles it in. So LeBron is taking over the second quarter. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was Dion Waiters. My bad. He took it to the rack. He looks a little shaky, a little heavy, but give him credit on the move. And so now the Lakers now lead 41-29 on the Clippers.
Kawhi Leonard with the ball, kicks it over to, was that your Michael Green? Sorry about that. Reggie Jackson with the ball, gets it inside. Nice dish to Kawhi Leonard for the dunk.
That was a nice play right there. So 10-point lead, guys. Early second quarter, Lakers lead by 10. All right, so here comes Dion Waiters, crosses over, and looks like we got an offensive foul on Dwight Howard. And Dwight has to be careful with those when he sets those moving screens because they're going to call that. But nice play by the Clippers, as D just mentioned on that last play right there. Kawhi cut to the basket. They flashed the ball to the middle. Very nice play by the Clippers. You'll get easy baskets just about every time when you catch the defense napping like that.
Kawhi Leonard's arms are so long, bro. He's like a freaking gorilla.
Wingspan, Paul George back into the game. All right, so he's got the basketball, gets it to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard open for three, and he, gets the shooter's bounce. Kawhi's shot has been flat, but he gets a big three to go down, and the Lakers, it's now a 7-point game, so Clippers are coming back, 41-34. 9:13 remaining in this first half, man. So it's a 7-point game, and the Clippers start to come back. And as we see Kyle Kuzma come into the game. Go ahead.
That Lakers coaching staff will have none of it. None of it. Timeout. We go into a commercial break. That's right, Brian. 34-41. Back under double digits. Just like we said, guys, it's just the first quarter. It's not over till the fat lady sings, and she's not even warming up yet.
All right, man. And Tomoko is putting out some great philosophies here in the chat, always with his comments. But I truly appreciate that. I see that Jameed is an avid Lakers fan. And I know he's a J.R. Smith fan, so he's like, yo, Lakers, don't blow it, man. He's like, don't blow it. Again, guys, smash the like, hit the subscribe button for the Lewis Sports Network. Wow, we got 32 people watching right now. Truly appreciate that, guys, man. Continue to that. And also to smash the like on Dee's channel as well for Speaking Mind Sports Talk, man. Truly appreciate it, guys. All right, so I know that they was one of the assistant coaches was getting on Kyle Kuzma. Also, we have to also mention, and I think people do know this, but we have to remember also that Lionel Hollins is now part of this return for the Lakers because they were concerned since he was an older gentleman, he didn't get a chance to be with his teammates. He didn't get to be with the team. I'm making him sound like he was a player. He used to play, but he is one of the assistant coaches on the Lakers along with Jason Kidd. So he didn't get to be a part of this, which stinks because I think that Lionel Hollins has done a great job with the coaching staff. That's a lot of experience the Lakers have in their coaching staff. With him and Jason Kidd, now Jason Kidd, I have my feelings about him. But again, enough experience, on the sideline next to Frank Vogel. So
another thing with Jason Kidd is just his basketball mind. He's an extremely smart player, on the court. He's really smart. So he's definitely basketball mind. That's gonna, whether he can, the talent with coaching is being able to get that message across. You know what I mean?
And let me tell you how good of a player Lionel was, and the teams he played with. He was on that Blazers team with Bill Walton and Maurice Lucas. He was with the Sixers. With Dr. J and those guys, with Billy Cunningham and them. And he also was an assistant coach under Paul Westphal for those 93 Phoenix Suns. So it just lets you know, he's been around a lot of talent, in his career, both as a player and as an assistant coach, and even coached the Memphis Grizzlies to the Western Conference Finals just, 7 seasons ago? So,
Facts.
He's a brilliant mind. Brilliant mind is Lionel Hollins.
And Chopsticks made a good point, too. He was like, Kawhi Leonard learned from some great players like Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili. True that, bro. He got to play around some really smart, knowledgeable champions. So that's a fact, bro. And then to play under Greg Popovich. I mean, Kawhi's had a fortunate run himself.
Oh, absolutely. And it helps to be around that kind of coaching because it just it really helps you game out, and so your decision making, like in game situations, are like so much better, and you understand the game a lot different. The game slows down for you when you're around that kind of coaching. You see things that other players don't see when they're going full speed ahead a lot when they're out there. All right, so LeBron has got the basketball back. Give it to Kyle Kuzma. We give it to JR. Give it to Waiters. Waiters shoots that 3-pointer, and he misses the shot. Rebound, Patrick Patterson. All right, so he gives the ball to Kawhi Leonard. Here comes Kawhi. Okay, so the Clippers slow down. Looks like they're going to 1-4 set. Kawhi taking it on Kyle Kuzma. Nice turnaround by Kawhi. It's a tough shot, but he drew the foul on Kyle Kuzma. I don't know if Kuzma fouled him. I think Kawhi kind of flailed a little bit, but anyway,
I was about to say that's a nasty looking foul right there. I don't think that was a foul, but that is the superstar power, guys. That's what you call superstar power.
All right, so Kawhi's actually played well. I thought he would struggle, but he's played well. He's got 11 points, 3 of 6 from the field. He's 4 of 5 at the free throw line, so I got to give Kawhi his due right now, man. Played very well. All right, so here he is at the free throw line, knocks down the free throw. Kawhi is shooting, I believe he is at 87% from the line this year, so just exceptional free throw shooting by Kawhi. And so the game is now 41-35, so it is a 6-point game, ladies and gentlemen. 6-point game, 8:43 remaining. And the free throw is good, and now it is 41-36. So 5-point game. Take it away, Pete. Shout out to Caden Alvis as well. Go subscribe to this channel.
Oh, what's up, bro? No doubt. Thanks for coming through. So Dwight Howard fouled down in the hole, and Dwight Howard will go to the line. Dwight Howard's usually good for one of these. Let's see if he can make 2 this time.
Okay, and Jamid says he doesn't like Kawhi because he's lazy in the whole low management thing. I mean, I get it. I mean, in one way, I understand what you mean because Kawhi should be there more often. I'm not trying to make an excuse for him, but he does have a knee injury that he is going to be dealing with the rest of his career. So they kind of have to so he has to kind of manage himself because it's like if he kind of goes all out and one horrific injury, and next you know there's no more Kawhi Leonard. So then people are going to come and say, well, why did Kawhi Leonard do that? He should have paced himself. So he honestly is in a lose-lose situation, and it happened ever since he had that, unfortunate situation in San Antonio when he had the quad injury. But Dwight Howard misses both free throws, and that's big because now the Clippers can cut this game down. So here's Paul George on the crossover, gets into the paint. Looks like he kind of traveled right there to that body, but he kicks it out to let me see if that's Reggie. Yeah, that's Reggie Jackson trying to dribble around the screen, and it looks like we got a foul on Dion Waiters. And he's saying, "Who, me? Yes, you. Yes, stole the money from the cookie jar. Stole the cookies from the cookie jar." As they're treating it, so he's got the foul.
So Kawhi Leonard gets the ball inside, turnaround jumper. Kawhi Leonard miss. LeBron comes down with the rebound. So LeBron will take the ball down the court. LeBron drives to the inside, and it looks like, is it a foul? It looked like the ball might have been stripped. LeBron's crying. No, I don't think that's a strip out on LeBron.
LeBron. They say LeBron is a turnover.
Yeah.
Yeah, the degenerative knee. Yeah, it's kind of like pain. Yeah, he pretty much has like pain in the knee, so he has to deal with something like that. It's kind of like arthritis. Yeah, in a way it is. All right, so Kawhi Leonard once again being guarded by Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma. All right, he let Kawhi get to his spot and knock it down. See, that's just poor defense by Kyle Kuzma. You cannot let Kawhi get to his sweet spot. You do that, Kawhi 9 times out of 10 is going to knock down the jump shot. That's just poor defense by Kuzma. So it's 41-38. It's a 3-point game, guys. And Kuzma gets in the open in the corner for 3, and big shot by Kuzma on the left side of the floor, man.
Kuzma redeems himself. Dion Waiters with the nice spin move inside, baby. Lakers back up by 8. Let's go, Clippers. What you gonna do? Zubac with the ball at the top of the key. Gives it to Kawhi. Kawhi surveying the territory. Zubac down inside over top of Kuzma. Can't hit. LeBron will come down with the rebound. Full steam ahead and foul. That's another foul by Paul George. Wow. Wow, they gave Paul George the foul on that. So LeBron will go to the line for 2, guys. And Paul George got to be careful. See, guys, that chemistry, that practice, that timing, that's where all of this kicks in. You can't have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard in foul trouble.
Yep. I think my stream might be a little bit delayed more than yours, but you're probably ahead of me. All right, so it's 46. All right, so LeBron's at the free throw line, knocks down the free throw. So the score is 47-38, guys. We got 6:45 remaining in the second quarter. Is that where you're at, D? Or
yeah, I mean, I'm on the second free throw right now. So LeBron drained the second free throw, so that's where I'm at, 6:45.
Let me just refresh the stream, see if I'm already up to date.
While he's doing that, Patrick Beverly with the ball, got Caruso on the defense. Kicks it down inside. LeBron with the steal. Nice timing by LeBron. And it looks like offensive foul by LeBron James. Nice by Paul George. Get those feet set. Get in the way of that massive train called LeBron James. Good defense by Paul George.
Solid play by Paul George. He actually got there on time. I thought they was going to call a blocking foul on Paul George, but big call. Lakers playing well, man. They're up 10. All right, so Kawhi Leonard goes all the way, dribbles around, and he gets fouled. But it looks like the foul is going to be on
Dwight Howard, I think. Yep, Dwight Howard again. But no. Go ahead.
Wow. Oh, wow. They're showing Kawhi Leonard going up against Paul George. That's cool. San Diego State against Fresno State. Paul had 12 points, 2 steals. Kawhi Leonard 5 points, 3 steals. Well, they were youngins in college. But what you would call it? Shout out to Logan. Says, how do you feel about Kyle Kuzma? He's a good young player. My issue with Kyle Kuzma is sometimes his head is just not in the game, and he's just not a good defender. I think that he should be playing at least better defense. And the thing is, he's inconsistent. He can give you good games, but I will say that Luke Walton has used him a lot better than Frank Vogel has. And I think if Frank Vogel would use Kyle Kuzma better, I think you would actually see a better Kyle Kuzma, at least on the offensive end. But Kyle Kuzma has to be a better defender. I mean, he's still young. I'm looking to see what Kyle Kuzma is going to be, but I'm sorry, man. It's
you know, one thing I think that may be a problem with Kuzma is physical fitness. So Dion Waiters misses the shot. It's a chance for the Clippers to dig back into that lead. Kawhi Leonard pulls back down that three-pointer. Kawhi Leonard dribbles on Kuzma, gets Kuzma in the air, decides to bring it back down. Paul George for three, can't hit. Kuzma comes down with the rebound. Kuzma bring the ball down the court. Kuzma dribbles around the Anthony Davis screen, goes up with the left hand. Patrick Beverly gets the rebound, passes it ahead to Paul George. Paul George kicks it to Kawhi for three. Kawhi, right off the front of the rim, he can't hit. Kuzma comes down with another rebound. He'll slow it down. 19 seconds on the shot clock. He kicks it over to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis pulls up on Zubac. Davis can't hit, but he's fouled by Zubac on the shot. So Davis will go to the line for two. And it's been a common thing. The Lakers been at the line quite a bit tonight, and they've been draining their free throws. And this is why you see these guys with a 10-point advantage. If the Clippers don't do something about all of these little hand taps and fouls, it appears the Lakers are going to keep a 10-plus advantage and win this game.
And like I said before, I'm going to be looking at how the referees, do these fouls, like, especially in the second half. But ladies and gentlemen, it's 49-40. Anthony Davis makes the first free throw. We have a timeout. 5:22 remaining in the first half. The score is Lakers 49, Clippers 40, right here on the Lewis Sports Network basketball talk with Lewis and D.
Hey, bro, I think that as far as like so far in these first two quarters, I think the referees officiating has been pretty solid. I mean, you're always going to get a couple of shaky calls, but it's not over the top. If you remember prior to the shutdown, man, we were ragging the officials about the calls. I mean, they were getting them wrong. They were terrible, but I think they've been decent tonight.
Yeah. I think, but the thing is also, I mean, I think they've been okay. But like I said, I'm going to really look to see like how that second half is going to go, because the referees, it's been a common theme all season. And you know this, D, and you've complained about this a lot. Mm-hmm. The consistency of like some of these foul calls where it's like it'll be biased towards one team and then it'll be biased toward the second team to kind of even things out. Wow. So I'm looking and interested to see how the second half is going to be, especially because I'm looking at what team is going to, right now, it's going to be the Clippers. So you got to ask yourself, are the referees are going to show kind of some favoritism to the Clippers, to try to keep things in balance. So I'm looking to see if that's going to happen in the second half. But I will also admit that the Clippers have been committing fouls and keep putting the Lakers on the free throw line. So I'm still looking at that. So I'm going to be paying attention to that in the second half, especially in that third quarter.
Facts. You and I both. Well, I know the Clippers got to knuckle down on this defense, man. I mean, they're the defensive team out of the bunch. But surprisingly, it seems like the Lakers are the ones playing the better defense tonight. That has a lot to do with LeBron James is actually playing really good defense tonight, which is, I would say uncharacteristic. But it's opposite tonight. You got Kawhi sitting with 2 fouls. I believe Paul George has 3 fouls, and that's their 2 best defenders sitting with 5 fouls already in the second quarter. So it's going to be interesting to see how this game ends up.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not taking this game seriously, just only because again that this is a feel-out game for both teams. So it doesn't matter who really wins. I did pick the Lakers to win this game, but I really feel like it's really going to be more so important once the playoffs start. So I think the playoffs, we're really going to get to see like what these teams are made of. Hopefully all the teams, are all healthy, the ones that are able to play in the postseason. I know some of them are not going to have everybody, but Kuzma does need to develop, but again, that system that Kuzma is playing in right now, it doesn't suit his needs. So Raduni does make a good point on that. He does make a good point.
I think I look at Kuzma and I look at his muscle tone, and he strikes me as a kid that may be a bit lazy.
I think so too, because he gets easily distracted. So I'm not even surprised.
You know what I mean? So
Yep.
Davis, for the second free throw, he drains it. So it's back to a 10-point lead. LeBron on the side, cooling off. Paul George comes down, shot over Anthony Davis, right over the top of Anthony Davis. Paul George drains it.
Oh wow, Jameez says that the Lakers better win. The Clippers have a 7-man roster right now. Oh wow, I'm surprised they didn't call a foul. Or did he sell the call? Try to sell the call? I'm not sure. All right, so we got a miss, and the Clippers come right back. So here's Kawhi Leonard. I'm amazed how the Clippers are in this game right now. I'm really surprised. And Kawhi got fouled. Oh wow, what did they call? They called the travel? They might have called the travel on Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi's complaining that he got fouled, but no, he gets called for the travel, so the Clippers turn it over.
I think that was a good call. He skipped his feet.
Yeah, especially when he got in the air. So there's no excuses on that for Kawhi. So Kawhi did that. And who is the foul? Looks like we got a foul. And if we do have a foul, so there's LeBron sitting. LeBron was showing a lot of gray, but I don't even see it now. I'm wondering if he got them clipped. So
Nah, he got that just for men. He went to the locker room and touched it up.
I see you, Bron, using that just for men. So Anthony Davis using that jab step. Nice move on the spin and puts it up. And wow, that was kind of a wild shot by AD, man. All right, but he missed the shot.
I don't know if it was some contact there.
It looked like there was some contact. All right, so Kawhi facing the double team, goes to the middle. Paul George puts it on the floor. Wow, they left Patterson wide open for three, and he drains it. Big mistake by the Laker defense. And guys, it's a 4-point game, 50-46, and we got a foul on. Looks like it's on Patrick Beverly as he tried to. Beverly, listen, man. Beverly sometimes when he commits fouls, he just talks too much. Like, dude, just leave it alone, bro. Just let it go, man.
They should have gave him a check right there because he shouldn't have did all of that.
Yep.
He better be glad he didn't get a tech.
He has actually scored 11 of the last Clippers 17 points. Oh yeah, so it looks like he did get the technical, D. So I think Pat did get the technical. All right, so here's AD's free throw, and it's good. That's a guy you don't want to foul with the game on the line, AD, because he shoots 86% from the free throw line, 86.5. So that's a guy you don't want to have on the free throw line, at the end of the game.
I don't like the refs giving techs, but I think Beverly deserved that tech because you clearly fouled the guy, but it's too early in the game. You don't even have that many fouls to be running around like that.
Oh man, and Go Russo missed the free throw. Oh wait, looks like the foul was on. Oh wait, Marcus Morris got the technical. Oh, I thought it was Patrick Beverly.
Oh wow.
Marcus Morris has got to cool it. There is something that does concern me about Caruso missed both free throws. You got to convert that, fam. 51-46, second quarter.
Caruso's a pretty good free throw shooter.
All right, so Reggie Jackson tries to lob it into Patrick Patterson on the right block. He's got Caruso, nice pass. And Paul George open for three, but he hits it wide left on that shot. And Davis gets the rebound to Alex Caruso. So Caruso's got the ball, dribbles to the middle of the floor, kicks it out to KCP for three. Oh, but he missed badly, and the Clippers will get the ball back. We got 3:37 remaining in the first half. Salute to everybody in the chat.
I think when LeBron James is off the floor, the Lakers need to do a better job of getting that ball down inside to AD.
Mm-hmm.
They got to because they're not finding their offense with LeBron off the floor.
Rambo says, boy, why are you trying to sound like Chris Webber? Maybe because I am Chris Webber. There you go. I just answered your question, Rambo.
Paul George with the crossover and loses the ball out of bounds. So lucky break for the Lakers. Good defense by Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is one of these big men that can tee up your smaller guys, man. It's a great defense. He shuffled his feet pretty good on Paul George.
All right, man. Again, salute to everybody in the chat. Oh, wow, the Lakers turned it over. Oh, and then we got a foul on. Looks like the foul was on Danny Green after Reggie Jackson stole the ball. So the Lakers do turn it over.
See, that's the type of cheap shit right there. Like, it should have been, I don't know if you call it a flavor foul, but that could have been just a technical. Because that was just a dumb foul, and he raked him across the face, right? So if he got a technical, you would hear fans complaining, but why would you do that, bro?
That's true. Jamid says, where's Rondo? Rondo's hurt. He's out 6 to 8 weeks. He injured his hand, so that's why he's not playing.
Yep. Lou Will is out.
Montrezl Harrell's
out. Yep.
Those are two key players that are giving you close to 20 points each off the bench. So that's most of the Clippers' firepower right there. So
Montrezl Harrell is monster on the boards too.
Montrezl is giving you 18 off the bench. Lou Williams is giving you almost 20 off the bench. So that's nearly 40 points at your Clippers bench right there. And for the Clippers to not have their full roster and only be within 4, you know, that's kind of saying something right there. But
my man France on 2 in the building. What's up with your friends?
Again, everybody, let's try to see if we could get to 50 likes on this stream. Again, appreciate everybody coming through. All right, so it's a 3-point game, guys. LeBron just checked back in this 50. It's a 3-point lead. All right, so here's LeBron. Looks like he's got Reggie Jackson on him in the post. Also, LeBron faces a triple team. Actually, they give it to Caruso for 3, but he misses the shot. Looks like the rebound was JaMychal Green. Here comes Paul George. They dump it right there to Kawhi Leonard. Left block. Right. So there was a light double. Okay, Kawhi goes with the turnaround, and Kawhi splashes the turnaround jump shot. It's a
1-point game. Let's go.
1-point game, ladies and gentlemen. 51-50.
So LeBron James directing traffic. LeBron James fakes the Anthony Davis screen over the top to Davis. Double team real quick. Gives it to Caruso. Caruso back to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis inside for the dunk. 53-50. Lakers back up 3. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. Got Paul George on the wing. Kicks the ball to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard takes the ball down inside. Bounce pass to Green. Over to Paul George. Got LeBron James on the defense. Nice dish inside. Well, what did we get there? Did we get a foul?
No, stepped out of bounds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Ron, absolutely. Ron is speaking facts. Montrezl plays bigger than his height. He's only 6'7", and he plays bigger than his height as a big.
Yeah, that's because he's just like another Ben Wallace. He's like Ben Wallace and Kawhi Leonard. You look at Montrezl Harrell's arms, bro. These guys got freaking massively long arms. Their arms, they could scratch their ankles standing straight up.
Facts. And on the possession, LeBron ends up traveling when he tries to do a spin move, and so the Lakers turn it over. So once again, the Clippers can cut the game to 1 or tie the game right here on this possession. So Kawhi Leonard's got the basketball going one-on-one against Alex Caruso. Passes to Patrick Patterson in the middle, and he scores on the layup on Anthony Davis, 53-52, 1-point game. So getting them about going to the minute. Shout out to Ahmed Azubaidi, who's winning. The Lakers are winning by 1, 53-52. All right, so here's LeBron. He's got Kawhi Leonard on him. All right, so LeBron is dribbling out the shot clock. He looks like he's gonna drive right. Kawhi's giving him the light. Oh, so he passes it. Caruso shoots the 3-pointer, but he misses the shot. And the Clippers can take the lead on this possession. Let's see what they do. So here's Paul George. Right side of the floor, he's got Caruso. He tried the shovel pass right there to Reggie Jackson, but he turns it over because the ball went off his foot. But the Clippers had an opportunity right there, so they're getting chances right now.
That was a bad pass by Paul George. Too low.
It was a good idea. He just poorly placed the ball. That's all.
Yep, too low. Bounce pass would have been better. He should have skipped pass right inside. It would have met him right in the gut. Shamet checks in the game. Shamet is a really solid player, man. They sending old rusty knees back to the bench to give him some rest. 52 seconds left in the half. Caruso with the ball. He's got Reggie Jackson on the defense, kicks the ball over to LeBron James, back to Caruso. And Reggie Jackson with the good defense. Don't cry to the ref. Caruso, get back on defense. Reggie Jackson, coast to coast. No call for you either. Stop crying. Get back on defense. LeBron knocked away by JaMychal Green. And it looked like we got a foul. Shamet fouls Anthony Davis chasing down the loose ball. Great defense on both ends of the court by both teams, actually. But Anthony Davis back to the line for two. And they keep putting this man back to the line. They must want Anthony Davis to score a lot of points this game. That's what I'm thinking.
But Anthony Davis is doing a good job because they're really legit fouling AD. So he's getting to the line. He's a tough matchup for anybody. So it's 54-52. Davis makes the free throw. Kawhi Leonard back into the game. It's a 54-52 game. 29 seconds remaining. I thought that the Lakers would be kind of dominated, but I'm not too surprised, but I'm a little bit surprised that the game is kind of close. So give the Clippers credit for getting back into this game. Davis at the free throw line misses the second free throw, so the Clippers have a chance to tie the game. So we got about a 4-second difference between shot clock to game clock. Salute to everybody in the chat as always. All right, so Kawhi is being guarded by LeBron James. That's kind of my issue sometimes with LeBron. He doesn't really get into a defensive stance sometimes. He kind of leaves himself kind of open. All right, so Kawhi Leonard, all right, LeBron's doing a good job. He's getting to the paint. Kawhi Leonard takes a jump shot, misses. And that was actually good defense by LeBron right there. So they got a chance. LeBron dribbles all the way. Can he get the layup? And did he get the basket?
Nah, he had that in his hand, bro. No point, LeBron.
Okay, so that was actually pretty good defense by LeBron on that possession right there.
Now, LeBron's been playing really solid defense all game. I got to give him that. I think he's been playing really solid defense. Yeah, he had that ball in his hand.
Shout out to Jay. Appreciate you coming through, man. Chilling, watching the game, man. Oh, he says, "Was my homegirl?" She's, I think, with RB because she started here, but she said she was going to eat dinner, and then she left a little bit. So she's probably going to be in and out of the stream, and she's probably taking care of some stuff. But she was here though. But yeah, Mark, it's true. That's showing the depth of the Clippers. The fact that they're missing players and that they're still able to hang with the Lakers, and it's only a 2-point game. Anthony L says, man, if the Lakers lose this season, I want you to hand Frank Vogel his pink slip. No, he'll be gone. Trust me. If they don't win the championship this year, he'll be gone. I'm telling you, they're not gonna look at a second chance, man.
Yeah, he was put in a really tough situation, but it's no second place in his position. You got to get the gold or nothing.
All right, guys. So you know what I always do, man, on the Lewis Sports Network. I'm going to be cooking up those first half stats for y'all. So I'm about to head to the kitchen real quick while D talks with the chat. So I will be right back. Salute to the chat.
All right, guys. And while he's doing that, y'all know what I'm going to say, the keys to victory. But coincidentally, in this game, it appears that the Clippers, from the first quarter to the second quarter, the Clippers made a lot of adjustments. Now, I will say this. The Clippers still may find themselves back in the hole if they don't, get right defensively. They're getting too many fouls, because even though they came back, the Lakers went cold for a second there. That had a lot to do with the Clippers coming back. Still not impressed with their defense right now. It's a difference from you coming back because of your defensive efforts versus a team going cold. The Lakers went cold. They stopped hitting shots, and the Clippers started making shots. So offensively, they've improved. They're doing better, but I'm just not pleased with them with the fouls. You can't expect, one of the top teams in the league to stay cold. That's something you can't expect. So if they don't improve on their defense, I could see them slipping back down into a 10 or so point lead and struggling for the rest of the game. Outside of that, I think both teams are playing pretty evenly. They're moving the ball around well. Again, defense is going to be the key here. Generally, the Clippers are the better defensive team, but it appears Lakers are doing better on the defensive end. And, that was the tale of the first, quarter and maybe half the second quarter. But the Clippers did what they needed to do to dig back in. The Lakers got a little cold, as I said before, and we have a 1-point game. So we'll see what happens in the second half. My man Lewis will come back and break down the statistics of everything that's going on. But I appreciate everybody coming through. Okay, well, go ahead and keep cooking. Let me shout out some of our peoples in the chat. We got Ahmed Morris and Freddie GJ in the building, Anthony L, Tomoko, Reduni, Michi. What's up with you? Layla, Queen Layla. What's good with you? Let me go over to the other side. Speaking Mind Sports Talk, we got my man Brian Harkin, France on 2 chopsticks in the building. What's good with your chopsticks? We got my man Andre, Kevin in the building. What's good, Kevin? Freddie G on both sides. Salute to you, Freddie, showing love on both ends. That's what's up, dog. So anyway, guys, got a lot more of this coming back. Basketball Live with Lewis and D. We back in action, baby. It's the 1-2 punch, the best duo on this basketball thing on YouTube. Let's go. You ready with those stats, brother?
Yeah, man. I'm just waiting for this screen to load. So it looks like I'm about to be done in the kitchen. All right, man. So, guys, I'm about to deliver that food, deliver the goods, man. Here it comes. Lewis Sports Network bringing you guys. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go to the matchup. We're bringing you the first half stats. All right. So, the Lakers had 35 points in the first quarter, but the Clippers come back, and the Lakers only scored 19 in the second, so the Clippers outscored them 29-19 in the second after being outscored 35-23 in the first. All right, so we have no lead changes in this game. We've only had one tie. The Lakers' biggest lead has been 13 in this game, so remember that. That's the number of Will Chamberlain. For those who don't know, he played for the Lakers, number 13, just letting y'all know. And the longest run in the game was a 9-0 run for both teams. All right, so rebounding, just about even. Clippers edged the Lakers out 21-20. They're owning the the Lakers have one more offensive rebound. The defensive rebounds, the Clippers are winning. Assists, both teams are not really passing the ball. It's 10-7 Lakers, so they have a couple of more assists. If you look at the Clippers, though, 3 steals to 2 edge to the Lakers. The Clippers have 3 blocks in this game. But the problem is the turnovers. The Lakers are okay at 7, but the Clippers have 12, which means that the Clippers have actually had more opportunities to turn this game around. So if we look at the field goal percentage, guys, Clippers, 16 of 38 at 42%. The Lakers are only shooting 38%, and they've had 4 more attempts. 3-pointers, Clippers are shooting 4 of 15. That's not good, 26%. But the Lakers are shooting 20%. They're only 3 of 15. And so if you look at the free throw percentage, the Lakers have gotten to the line 6 more times than the Clippers, but they've missed 6 free throws. They're at 76%, while the Clippers are at 84%. And if we look into the players that have scored in the first half, our leading scorers in the box score, I'm about to check real quick. You know, once again, we smashing that like and hit that subscribe, man, for the Lewis Sports Network. So for the box score, we have Kawhi Leonard actually leads the Clippers with 19 points. He's gotten to the line 9 times. And his partner in crime, Paul George, has got 11. And then Reggie Jackson rounds out for 10 for the Clippers. And for the Lakers, we have LeBron has 6 points. I actually thought he had more than that. It feels like he has more. So he has a steal. He has 5 assists. He has 6 rebounds, but he has 3 turnovers. Anthony Davis leads the Lakers with 20 points at the half, and he's gotten to the line 13 times already. So the Clippers are going to have to do a better job keeping him off the free throw line. And the only other player in double figures is Kyle Kuzma with 10, and he's hit 2 threes. And so, ladies and gentlemen, those are your first half stats provided by the Lewis Sports Network.
Fire as usual. So, damn, my damn screen went down. I didn't know that. So, yeah, man, Kawhi Leonard. So, how much playtime, Lewis, do you think he's going to put in the second half? Because they took him out right there at the end.
I think to answer your question, D, I think with Kawhi to me, unless if he gets foul trouble, I think they're gonna kind of play it back and forth a little bit. He's gonna get a little bit of rest. I don't think he's gonna rest as much in the second half. So, but I think that it's gonna be that. He's going to get Kawhi's got 19 in the first half. Yeah, he has 19 in the first half. Yep. So I think Kawhi's gonna play most. He's gonna play most of the second half. Probably maybe like 2 minutes in between, probably of both quarters. I don't know how Doc Rivers is gonna play it, especially with the fact that Kawhi's still trying to shake off the rust. But he actually played very well, considering that he did not shoot the ball in any of the scrimmage games. So that's. But I think that's how Doc Rivers is gonna play it out in the second half. What do you think, D?
Yeah, it's just gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be strategic, man. With Montrezl Harrell and Lou Williams being gone, and like I said, just the Lakers getting a little extra jump on practice. I figured they were gonna lose this game. I think surprisingly that they're in this close at the second half. I actually thought the second half would be like a 10, 11-point lead, something like that. But shout out to the Clippers for being able to keep the game that close. I think, unfortunately, they're going to slide back down to a 10 to 12-point lead and drop this game. They just don't have enough firepower, and I don't think that they're in sync enough. If the Lakers go on a horrible shooting drought or something crazy like that, maybe, but I just think that they're gonna drop this game eventually.
But you know what? I have to give the Clippers credit, despite the fact that they are still, they're without Lou Will and Montrezl Harrell. They've been able to stay in this game with it's a 2-point lead. So I think for LeBron is going to have to step up offensively because he only has 6 points in the first half, and he's going to have to do a little bit of a better job taking care of the ball. But he has 3 turnovers. So I think that if the Lakers are going to win this game, Anthony Davis has done his thing. Yes, you want the other guys to step up, but LeBron has got to now help Anthony Davis. He's going to have to be a little more aggressive in the second half, and he's only shooting 2 for 9. I actually thought LeBron was actually shooting the ball well, but that hasn't even been the case. It felt like if he already had like 14, 15 points, but he's not even at 10. So that kind of surprised me a bit. But, hopefully LeBron gets it going in the second half, and, we'll be able to help the Lakers win the game.
Facts. Ron says, let's see what the Clippers look like in the second half. Yeah, I want to see that. PG needs to turn up in the second half, says Chopstick. Yeah, Fran said, I love the Lakers, but I have deep respect for Kawhi Leonard. That kid's a legend. Yeah, man.
Yep. Oh, so Layla's back. Appreciate you. She says, Karam said, shout out to Karam, too, who's a OKC Thunder fan. And like I said, everybody needs to stop sleeping on the Thunder. That is a dark horse team in the Western Conference. Don't care what anybody says. That is a dark horse team in the Western Conference. Yeah, Karam, I mentioned it in the stats. They're only shooting 38%. And shout out to Layla and shout out to NY Peyton. Appreciate you guys. And Layla says we got 47 likes. Yo, let's try to get to 50 tonight.
That's what's up.
We got 28 people watching right now, man. Let's get to 50 likes on the Lewis Sports Network tonight, man. It's been lit in the chat from the jump, right before the game even started, man. You guys have been awesome. The basketball content that me and D provide has been awesome, man. So it's been great. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's crazy. And Ron makes a very good point. For a team that has chemistry issues the entire season, and their starters have only played 12 games together, they're in second place, which imagines that full chemistry and healthy, who knows what this Clipper team is going to be. Like, that's the crazy part about it. But I'll also give the Lakers credit for the season that they've had. Again, first place in the West. They've done a wonderful job as a team. So give them a lot of credit for being able to come back, after, such a tough season last year and, bounce back. But what are you guys' keys for the second half after I laid out the stats, on the Lewis Sports Network? Like, what do you guys think needs to happen in order for either the Clippers or the Lakers to win this game? Let me know in the comment section.
Yeah. I think the Lakers really just need to keep doing what they're doing. They just, like I said at the end, they just ran a little bit cold there. Start missing some shots and, you'll see a score shift real quickly when that happens. But they've been playing pretty solid. LeBron's been playing solid defense. So I think if the Lakers just pretty much keep doing what they're doing, they're going to be okay. The Clippers are going to have to improve defensively here. If not, they're going to find themselves back in the hole and not able to come back again.
Well, D, if you look at it, the Clippers had 12 turnovers, which tells you that they're only down by 2 points. They clean up those turnovers, they would be actually up in the half, considering how much of a slow start that they got into.
Right.
So if you're the Lakers, that has to be a little bit concerning that you forced 12 turnovers on the Clippers, some of them their own mistakes, and you're only up by 2 when you were up 13. But like I said, we still got 24 minutes of basketball left, so we're definitely going to see what happens.
Gotta cash in. Got to cash in on those turnovers, man.
Well, you know what, G Money? In order for JR to step up, he's going to have to play more minutes. He didn't start playing until the second quarter. You would have thought Frank Vogel would have put him in at least sometime early first quarter. He waited till the second quarter to play him. Right. So that's not enough time. It's not enough time.
And he's been off for two seasons.
Yeah, his last game. The last game he played was 2018? Was it?
All right, so
it's been almost 2 years.
You got to get back in some kind of rhythm, like Lewis said. Frank's got to play him, and now's the time really to play him. Like, what the fuck?
I will say this: if he doesn't put him early in the third quarter, he has to put him at least probably by like the 8 or 7 minute mark, because JR's got to get some time. Like it would just be dumb to not put JR and have him play minutes, because you want to see how he does against a team like the Clippers. You might be facing this team down the line. I mean, this is everybody's previewing this as a Western Conference Finals matchup. You want to see how Smith does, because this is the last meeting between these two teams. After that, they're not going to see each other until some point in the playoffs. So if you're Frank Vogel, you might want to put JR in early to start this third quarter, and this is the real thing. So you got to try to see how he does, man.
Facts. Jay Jefferson was buzzing, cousin.
Jay says Reggie's trash. Well, he's saying, Reggie did play for your Detroit Pistons, so you probably would know more than me.
Oh, you gonna do Reggie like that? I think Reggie's all right, man. You mad because he left the Pistons?
Listen, man. You know what? Reggie was not that great in Detroit. I'm gonna be real honest, and I do agree with Jay on that. But the thing is, now at least he's on a deep team like the Clippers, so you're not gonna really ask much of him, and he can put the ball in the hoop. If Reggie was running his own team, that's where I would say I don't know about that move, because Reggie's really not a person that I could say is really kind of a person that you would ask to really run a team. That's, to me, not Reggie's forte. Reggie really likes to score the basketball. So I think just being with the Clippers, he just gives them another person that puts the ball in the hoop. So that's where I like the move, because, he can do some things on the floor. But when it comes to really running a team, no, that's not Reggie's best attribute.
Yeah. Agreed.
LeBron. Okay, Raduni says LeBron is conserving himself to take over the game.
2-point game.
All right, guys. So the second half has just started. Smash that like and hit that subscribe. All right, so Zubac has got the basketball. Try to give it to Kawhi Leonard, but good job by the LeBron playing off the ball right there, guarding Kawhi Leonard. All right, so the ball is swung from Reggie Jackson to Paul George. He dribbles. Marcus Morris drove, but he turns it over on a travel, and that's the Clippers' 13th turnover. That's just poor recognition by Marcus Morris. Again, like I said before, this game is really a fill-out process between the two teams. But if the Clippers do win, they win the season series 3-1. If the Lakers win, they tie the season series at 2. But remember, what's really going to be at stake is in the postseason, and then whatever happens for seeding, from here on.
JaVale McGee controlling the boards, dominating down there in the paint. But not sure what happened. What is this with these whistles, man? This game is too slow. They blowing the whistle every freaking time, bro.
It looks like they just called a 3-second violation, or was that an offensive foul on Danny Green? They just blew 2 whistles just like that. But the Morris one was a travel, though.
Right, yeah.
Go ahead, D.
Paul George with the step back jumper over Anthony Davis, and he drains it. So it's a tie game. I'm sorry, that was a step back three. So the Clippers take the lead for the first time, guys. LeBron James with the ball at the top of the key, kicks it over to Anthony Davis. He backs down Paul George. Nobody's down there for the help on the defense. Zubac looked like he steps up in front of Anthony Davis, and no foul call.
Looks like we got a loose ball foul. It looks like it might be on Anthony Davis. And so the Lakers they turn it over. So the Lakers looking a little shaky to start this third quarter. Yeah, I think they called an offensive foul on Anthony Davis.
On Morris. Okay, I seen that. Yeah, I was wondering what happened there. So it was an offensive foul on Anthony Davis. So Zubac give the ball off to Paul George. Paul George with LeBron James on the defense. Illegal screen by Zubac. He was moving.
Wow, these was CD. What did I tell you? We got 3 whistles already.
Yeah, but you were right too, also, because that was an illegal screen. He was shuffling his feet, so
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this guy's all of this just comes from not being on the court. This is things that we're gonna see. LeBron James crying again because it was all hand a part of the ball. Baldy, stop crying. Play ball. LeBron James with the ball and Anthony Davis for the quick jumper. Anthony Davis can't hit. Paul George come down with the rebound. Kicks it ahead to Reggie Jackson. Loses it off his foot. Picked up by Casey. Oh, and the putback by Davis. Over the back foul by Anthony Davis. Wow.
Anthony Davis went over the back. Well, Frank Vogel doesn't seem to be complaining. So, Casey, nice job by Paul George, though, with his body, though, not fouling. He went over the back. I didn't really see much on that.
I didn't see over the back, bro. That's crazy. He barely even nicked Kawhi Leonard. He can't breathe on him.
You see, I called it from the jump.
Yeah, this second quarter, they're getting a little shaky now. They must have went into the locker room and took a couple of hits of the woozy medicine.
I already told you from the jump.
All right, so it's Reggie Jackson with the ball. Floater inside the Zubac. He can't hit, and they call the foul on KCP.
Dang. Look at those whistles, man.
Wow, guys, we are at 2 minutes into the third quarter, and we probably have about 10 whistles already.
Shoot, I told y'all, man.
You know what they're doing, guys? They're trying to pay for that airtime, and Zubac misses the alley-oop. Wow. So he can't cash in. CP3 on the inside gets fouled by Reggie Jackson, so Caldwell Pope will go to the line. But this is what they're trying to do, guys. They're trying to cash in on that contract, that airtime. They say, listen, we got to give them a certain amount of hours, so y'all blow the hell out of that whistle so we can extend this.
The refs making you look good, Lou? I don't know. I Spit Boxer says this dude is a LeBron hater big time. I don't know why he want to do commentary for him. I don't know if I don't know if you're talking about me. I don't know if you're talking about me. I'm sorry, me or D, or I don't know if you're talking to somebody in the chat, but KCP is at the line, so he ties the game at 55, and he misses the second free throw. That's the Lakers' 8th missed free throw in this game. They got to knock down those free throws. It's gonna come back to bite them. All right, so Marcus Morris shoots a three-pointer, but the ball goes in and out. Zubac on the offensive rebound tap, but McGee's got it. So the Lakers can take the lead. Here comes LeBron, kicks it out to Danny Green, shoots the pull-up three, and he misses the shot. And rebound to Zubac.
Paul George up with the three and drains it right in the middle, 58-53. So the Clippers go up by 3. LeBron James gets the ball over to CP3. Down in the Danny Green, and it looks like JaVale McGee may be hurt. He's down on the ground. Paul George back for another 3, and he drains it again. Paul George with back-to-back threes, and it looked like I don't think JaVale McGee got up. Okay, he's up holding his back, but suddenly, guys, the Clippers take a 6-point lead, and it can happen just that quick.
And here's the crazy part, guys. Paul George already has 9 points in this third quarter. He's hit 3 threes. already in the third quarter. Paul George is playing well. He played well in scrimmage, and he's playing well right now in right now in this third quarter. So Paul George I think he had 11 points. He already passed Kawhi Leonard in points. He's got 20 right now. So Paul George is killing right now. And the Clippers now have a 6-point lead. And remember, they trailed by 13 in this game. So Paul George is stepping up. The Lakers are going to have to find a way to contain Paul George now because he's getting hot. So if we look on the Clippers side, I think Paul George is 7 for 12 from the field. He has 4 threes in this game right now. And the Clippers are starting to shoot the ball better in the third quarter as well. Let me see. So it was 54-52. So right now the Clippers have outscored the Lakers 9-1 to start this third quarter. I appreciate everybody in the chat. As always, man, you guys are having a war zone out there, man, in the chat. Truly appreciate you guys, though, as always, man. Like I said, whether we agree or disagree. Layla says we have 50 likes, but mine is showing 48 right now. But
Clippers better keep their foot on the gas, bro. I tell you that, because the same way things turn around for the Lakers, it can quickly turn around for them as well.
Well, let's see. Kawhi is 5 of 12. LeBron James. Let me see what LeBron James is. Actually, no. LeBron is actually 2 for 11 from the field. He's 2 for 11. In the first half, he was 2 for 9, not 2 for 6. So right now he's 2 for 11. And he's 0 for 3. He has 6 rebounds. He has 5 assists, and he has 3 turnovers, like I mentioned. So they have him actually as a wow. Okay. Wow, Paul George is only a +3. I'm surprised. He's been balling right now. Like, he's the reason that the Clippers are up by 6 right now. Just hit 2 threes in back-to-back possessions. Yo, those guys are going nuts in the chat, man. Oh my God. Yo, they're like, oh man, we got
Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain was a crazy motherfucker. Yeah, he was.
And a salute to everybody on Dee's channel as well, man. I speak in my sports talk that I'm watching the game from Dee's channel as Dee streams it over there. Appreciate you guys coming through. Told you, man.
France, he lived in a lot of places. France said he lived in LA, San Diego, Tijuana, Baja, California, Mexico, and now McAllen, Texas. But I've been in St. Louis, Missouri, Birmingham, Alabama, Phoenix, Arizona, and La Cruz, New Mexico.
Nice.
Traveling man, France, a traveling man. All right, guys, we're back in action. And Anthony Davis inside can't hit. JaVale McGee with the rebound. Back out to Danny Green. He can't hit. Clippers come out with the ball. Reggie Jackson full speed ahead. Kicks it over to Kawhi. Kawhi with Anthony Davis on defense. Screen around Zubac. And then it's a kick ball on JaVale McGee. So Clippers retain possession. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Clippers still up by 6 points. Looks like
shout out, I just want to say this real quick, man. Shout out to Frank's Antu. He says, Lewis Sports, you have a voice that is meant for calling games, sort of a TV personality. Much respect. Appreciate that, my man. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Looks like the Clippers turned it over. There was probably an offensive foul, and so the Lakers get the ball back. So the score is 61-55, 8:34 remaining. Bro, the Clippers have 17 turnovers, but the Lakers have 17 points off those turnovers, but they find themselves down 6 right now, which is the crazy part.
That's that cold streak, bro. That'll kill you.
Yeah.
You got to be able to put the ball in the basket. You could be playing good defense, but if you're not putting the ball in the basket, you can find yourself in this position. So LeBron with the ball, he's got Marcus Morris on the defense. LeBron goes around Marcus Morris, throws the ball right to Kawhi Leonard. Good defense by LeBron to get the ball back. But Reggie Jackson comes down with the ball, drives on JaVale McGee. Nothing doing. Danny Green comes down, hesitates on the 3. LeBron with the ball, on the wing. Kawhi Leonard playing the defense. He kicks it to Anthony Davis. And almost another steal and it is a steal by the Clippers. So neither of these teams can seem to hold on to the basketball. Nice dish inside by Kawhi Leonard to Zubac for the easy score. And the Clippers go up by 8. The Lakers just cannot find a way to put that ball in the basket, guys. They've gone cold here. So Anthony Davis with the ball kicks it over to LeBron. LeBron tries to get it back down to Anthony Davis, but that's a foul on Marcus Morris. Looked like he hooked Anthony Davis' arm, not to allow him to get that pass.
That was a nice pass by Kawhi Leonard, drew the double. Oh, that's what happened. So what happened was that LeBron went to go to him, but then KCP slid off of him, and then that's why nobody covered Zubac. And
nobody covered Zubac. Sounds like a
Mm-hmm.
nice dish inside by Kawhi Leonard. Well, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Lakers will get the ball. LeBron passes it in to Caldwell Pope. Back out to LeBron. LeBron drives down into the lane. Kawhi Leonard slips there for a second, gets back on his feet. LeBron, 4 seconds to shoot. Got Zubac on the defense. LeBron loses the ball out of bounds. Turnovers.
That's kind of my concern with the whole LeBron system thing, because that's now his 5th turnover, and that thing is, and he turns the ball over a lot in his system. That's kind of my issue with LeBron. He's got to do a better job of securing that basketball, and he has to become a factor if the Lakers are going to win this game. Kawhi Leonard shoots a 3-pointer and he
drains it.
The Clippers are up by 11. Timeout, Los Angeles. 7:05 remaining in this third quarter. We still got plenty of time, guys. This game is not over, but right now things are unraveling for the Lakers. The Clippers lead 66-55 with 7:05 remaining in the third quarter. So the Lakers still have a chance to win this game. It's not over. But the Clippers are pouring it on right now. They lead the Lakers in this third quarter. Look, the score is 14-1. The Lakers have not scored a field goal yet in this third quarter.
How the tables have turned. The Lakers was up by 11, 13 points. Now, it's the Clippers is up by 11 points. The Clippers are up by 11 points now. Are the Lakers going to be able to dig back in there and take control of this game? We shall see. I'll tell you one thing. I think the Lakers are still playing very well in every facet of the game except offense. They're not making any shots. And if they can't find a way to start draining some shots, I don't care if it's layups, 3 points, or whatever, you're not going to win this game.
Jameer Morrison, this isn't hate, man, but I'm telling you right now, I've watched LeBron enough in his career. LeBron is turnover prone. He is. This ain't hate. There's been a lot of great players in the NBA, in NBA history, who've been turnover prone. I'm just speaking from in this aspect from like right now. Again, this got nothing to do with LeBron's greatness. This ain't nothing personal, but he does have a tendency to get turnover prone, especially because he has the ball in his hands a lot. So that's what I'm basically saying. I'm saying what LeBron needs to do is when he has the ball, just be aggressive and attack and just move the basketball. Because the crazy part is the Clippers, they only had 7 assists as a team in the first half. So the Lakers actually had more than the Clippers. The Clippers were just turning the ball over a lot, but now the Clippers have upped their assists. I'm just going to check the stats real quick on the matchup to see how many assists they have now. Let me see. Maybe the Lakers probably have more assists still than them. No, not even. The Lakers are still up by assists, 10-9. But like Dee said, the Clippers are starting to make their shots now. They're up to 41%, 45. They're up to 46% now. And in threes, they're at 40%. So they've actually increased their percentage in this third quarter.
Yeah, man. And the Lakers are dropping. Remember, the Lakers started off hot. They started the game off hot, and now they're not.
I don't think LeBron is number 1 all time, though, but well, I spit boxer. I do agree with you. He is pass heavy. I agree with that. Yeah, I look at it as both ways like that.
I don't understand, like, number 1 of all time at what? Of everything? The number 1 player?
No. No. He said in turnovers. Turnovers all time.
Oh no, I don't know. He
He's
could be.
LeBron is actually in the top 5. He's getting close though.
Yeah, I'm
I
about
don't
to
know if
say
he's
he
number
could be.
1, but I know in the playoffs he's 3rd all time. In the regular season, I don't know where he's at, but I know he's in the top 5. I believe he's 4th. I could be wrong about that, but I know he's in the top 5. But like I said, still doesn't take away that LeBron is a great player though. I just wish the people in the media would just stop though.
LeBron James. All right, LeBron's trying to wheel this team back. He comes back off the commercial timeout, shooting the 3-pointer. Kawhi Leonard with the ball on the wing, got Caruso on the defense. Kawhi fakes the 3, passes it off to Beverly. Beverly directing traffic, gives it to Zubac. Beverly around Zubac's screen, goes inside, gets blocked by LeBron James. Good defense by LeBron James. Shot clock violation. Lakers with the good defense again. So Lakers looking good coming off the commercial break. Drain a 3, shot clock violation. Let's see if they can keep this rolling. LeBron James with the ball in the Caruso. Caruso kicks it to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis over to Caldwell Pope. Alley-oop. Caldwell Pope to Anthony Davis. Looking good. LA got it down to 6. 6 minutes, 10 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Take it away,
my stream
Lewis.
is a little bit behind. Yeah, my stream keeps buffering, so just take over in the meantime.
All right, I got you, my man. No doubt. LeBron James fouled by Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly talking about LeBron James touched the ball. He might have touched the ball, Patrick Beverly, but you damn near took his legs out. So it's going to be the Lakers ball. 6-point game, guys. Ball in the Anthony Davis gets it over to LeBron James. Kyle Kuzma with the ball, and it's another whistle. It looks like what was it? I don't even know what the call was.
I think I'm up to date now. All right, so Kyle Kuzma did dunk the ball. Okay, dang. But once again, it buffered. So it looks like I think there was a.
Yeah, it was a call. I don't know what the whistle was about, but it's Clippers possession, so it's still 66-60. Kawhi Leonard with the ball at the top of the key. Dribbles around Anthony Davis. Great defense again by Anthony Davis. Kawhi Leonard gets the ball back out to Beverly. Beverly up for the 3-pointer, and Anthony Davis. Oh, you can't do that. Patrick Beverly with the pump fake gets Anthony Davis to leave his feet and pull a foul behind the 3-point line. Great move by Patrick Beverly, man. Anthony Davis should have known better than that.
Yeah, I mean, Pat initiated the contact, but I agree with you, D. He's got to know better than that.
He can't leave his feet. He's so tall anyway. All you had to do was run toward the man. If he didn't leave his feet, he would have been okay.
Because remember, Patrick Beverly's size, AD is blocking that shot. He's blocking that shot.
No doubt. Beverly misses the first free throw, so it's 66-60 still. Beverly up for the second, and he drains it. 7-point lead by the Clippers. 67-60, 5 minutes, 23 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Yes, we are still in the 3rd quarter because the referees are whistle crazy tonight, guys. Whistle crazy. So Patrick Beverly up for the 3rd 3-pointer, and he drains it. 8-point lead. Caruso will bring the ball down for the Lakers. Caruso over to LeBron James. LeBron James surveying the landscape. Ball back to Caruso. Caruso takes the ball inside and fouled from behind by JaMychal Green. That's not a block, sir. That is too much body contact. That's a foul. Caruso goes to the line for 2. 8-point game, guys. Lakers down by 8 points, 68-60. You straight, brother?
All right. Caruso's at the free throw line, but I don't know if you're still ahead. Did he knock down the free? Did he make or miss the free throw?
He just made that. 5:13 on the shot clock.
So I'm still a little bit behind. All right. So I know people are saying about that Bron and the whole Kyrie thing. Listen, I understand that Kyrie would have not made the playoffs if it wasn't for LeBron. So I do agree with that. But I agree with that partly only because then you got to ask yourself, why did LeBron? You got to ask yourself why did LeBron go back to Cleveland? So you gotta answer that part of the question too. Like, it's easy to say that Kyrie wouldn't have made the playoffs without Bron, but also remember that Kyrie really hadn't been playing that many games neither. Kyrie's injury prone. So, we really never would have got to see. But the only real time that we saw Kyrie with a team on his own really was with the Boston Celtics. One year he did well, then he got injured. Then the next year Kyrie faltered, and he didn't do so well. So Dion Waiters shoots a three-pointer, misses the shot, rebound to Michael Green. The score is 68-62 in the third quarter. Again, salute to everybody in the chat. And Shaman shoots a three-pointer.
Sorry
shut
about
that
that.
too quick.
Yeah, but Caruso just missed Anthony Davis, had the wide open lane, but nice dish by Kyle Kuzma to catch Caruso charging to the lane. Caruso was blind. Anthony Davis had the lane. I'm sorry for hollering, Lewis, but when I see something like that, I'm like, wow, how could you miss that? Like, the dude is 7 foot tall. You can't miss that dude slashing the lane. But Kyle Kuzma with the great pass to Caruso, stretching to the lane. So the Lakers close this gap a little bit. And again, I still see pretty much the same thing, guys. And I know that it's like, okay, the Clippers just took the lead. D, what are you talking about? It? No. The Lakers went cold, and I still see some of the same issues with the Clippers defense right now. They're off timing, right? And the Lakers are beginning to hit shots again. That's why you're seeing this shift right now, because the Lakers been playing solid defense the whole time. The Clippers defense is off tonight. This is not traditional Clippers defense, but as Lewis said earlier, Montrezl Harrell's not there, and that's a huge part of that, because he's a part of that lineup, and he's very, very defensively responsible.
All right, guys. So this is brought to you by Google. Return to Basketball is showing Reggie Miller and Kevin Harlan, two of my all-time favorites. I enjoy listening to Kevin Harlan when he does games, especially in his prime. During those early 2000s, late 90s when I first got to listen to him. Always makes the game exciting, especially when there's just a jaw-dropping play by one of the NBA players, man. Just special to listen to. All right, guys. So we are back. Anthony Davis checking into back in the game. Kawhi Leonard sitting down with Paul George. The Clippers have a 4-point lead. 4:21 remaining, and LeBron is also sitting out. LeBron kind of looks maybe he's resting. He looks a little unhappy, but probably we'll see what happens. But probably just thinking about the game. All right, so we're back. Here comes Reggie Jackson. Okay, so they're going with a small guard lineup with him and Beverly. All right, so they got Patrick Patterson, comes off a screen, does Reggie Jackson, decides to take a step back on Anthony Davis. That's a tough shot, but he missed the shot. Here comes Dion Waiters, full head of steam, takes it to the rack, ends up kicking it out, and I thought they made a call, so there was no call because Waiters kind of fell to the ground, but they didn't make a call. So Caruso's got the ball, gives it to Kyle Kuzma, dribbles on. All right, he faces a double team, has to kick it way out. Good extra pass by KCP. Waiters drives to the basket, kicks it out to Caruso in the corner, open for three, but he can't hit the shot. They get the offensive rebound, and so the Lakers will reset. But they got 11 on the shot clock because remember, on an offensive rebound, it resets to 14, not 24 anymore. So Dion Waiters decides to pull up for three. Not a good shot by Waiters, and that's a miss. And the rebound is to Reggie Jackson. Again, smash the like, hit that subscribe. They have not played JR. I don't know why JR is not playing. He has not played this whole third quarter.
Yeah, and that's really surprising because Dion Waiters is not playing well at all on either end of the ball. And Jermichael Green just splashes a three-pointer, so it's back up 7 points. They really need to get a look at J.R. Smith with Dion Waiters playing the way he's playing. Like, I'm not understanding this anyway. And it's a foul on Jermichael Green. It's got to be like 5 on him now, right? He just fouled Anthony Davis.
I could definitely check. Let's see where he's at because the PF stands for personal fouls when they do the player. We can check on the box score. So for the PF, personal foul, Jermichael Green. No, he has 3. That was his third foul.
Really? Oh, yeah. Wow. I must have gave him some fouls somebody else had. Anthony Davis drains the first shot. So it's 65-71, 6-point lead. Yeah, man. Like I was saying too, the Clippers, I'm still seeing the same thing out of them. I'm still seeing the same thing. The guys, this game is not like this game is still on fire because Clippers still got to step it up. Lakers will easily slide back in here and take the lead if they don't tight. They're just off timing on their defense for some reason.
Yes. All right. So we got 2:45 remaining in the third quarter, 71-66. Here comes Reggie Jackson bringing the ball up. Gets a screen from JaMychal Green. Puts the move on Kyle Kuzma, gets into the paint. He loses a good defense by Kyle Kuzma on the block, and the Lakers get the ball back. So nice play by Kyle Kuzma as he's got it now. And who's guarding him? It looks like it's Landry Shamet. Yeah. No, wait. Is that Landry Shamet? No. Trying to see who that is.
Oh, Anthony Davis for the three-pointer, guys. So it's back down to a 2-point game. Yeah, that was Landry Shamet guarding him.
Okay. That couldn't even see. It's because of his hair. That's probably what it is.
Right, and Landry Shamet just misses the reverse Anthony Davis face to step back three. Kyle Kuzma has the ball. Got JaMychal Green on the defense. Kuzma kicks it over to Dion Waiters, who drives down in the lane. Back out to Caldwell Pope. Davis for another three, and he drains it. Back-to-back three-pointers for Anthony Davis to take the lead back for the Lakers again. 71-72, a minute, 33 seconds left, guys.
All right, nice job by Anthony Davis, man. Anthony Davis stepping up right now, getting the Lakers that lead. So nice job by AD. All right, so the ball is given to Patrick Patterson, drives left, kicks it out to – is that Shamet? No, that's Cook. Wait, isn't that Cook? I'm trying to see who that – I forgot. Who is that player? Oh, no, that's Coffey. He hit the three-pointer. My bad. Okay, and the Clippers retake the lead, 75-74.
And Dion Waiters comes right back with the drive inside to finally put himself on the board. Scores with the left hand to tie the game up, 74-all. Reggie Jackson with the ball at the top of the key. Over to JaMychal Green for a three-pointer, and JaMychal Green hits the three again. He's been nice from behind that line tonight, 77-73.
JaMychal Green can hit some threes. Definitely, he can. All right, so the Clippers lead 77-74. Here comes Alex Caruso, under a minute remaining in this third quarter. Lit chat. It's been lit all night. Anthony Davis shoots another three-pointer, but this time he misses the shot. Rebound, Landry Shamet. Oh, that was okay. I was wondering who that was.
Caruso snatches up that rebound. Yeah, Landry Shamet.
Okay, that's Coffey who shot that ball. Okay.
Coffey got the little ponytail dread. Shamet got his hair up.
Yeah.
It's hard to see these guys. They both high yellow. Anthony Davis right over the top of JaMychal Green. Nice shot by Anthony Davis. 1-point game. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Reggie Jackson coming down. Throws up a crazy shot. And did he get fouled? Or did they call it travel?
They called the travel.
Yeah, it looks like he lost his balance and took a couple of steps there. So 1.3 seconds, the Lakers going to try to do something.
Guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
I got you, Lewis. Probably going to try a lob inside or quick turnaround jump shot maybe. Who knows? But it is 1.3 seconds, so that is some time to get a shot off. Lob, shot off, and he hits the front of the rim. Nice attempt, though. Caldwell Pope did get it off. He got it out of his hands in time, but no cigar. So 1-point game, guys, and just like I was saying, it could turn right back around, and I still see some issues with the Clippers defense, just the timing on their defense. And I'm still picking the Lakers. Like, I haven't really changed on that the whole game. I still think the Lakers are going to win this game. Unless we see some significant changes in the Clippers defense. And I don't think that we're going to see that because of the layoff, guys. This is why they need these 8 games going into the playoffs. Now, they'll get all of that adjusted, and they're still going to be the dangerous Clippers that we're used to seeing and that we expect to see in the playoffs. But as of right now, just their timing is off, like, getting back in position. That's all about timing. You see the other guy pick up, you got to swing back and switch positions with him, and it's things that they practice, and they're just off right now. So, if the Lakers don't hit their shots, though, I mean, which is what could balance out, it looks like the Lakers getting hot again. What's up?
So I'm gonna say this right now. Do you think that now this proves why Anthony Davis is likely supposed to be an MVP candidate, and the reason why now Giannis is the MVP? Because LeBron was on the bench and Anthony Davis took over this third quarter. Now I'm gonna say LeBron still deserves to be in the conversation for MVP, but Anthony Davis just proved to you he just took over the game. Now your question is gonna be the fourth quarter, obviously. What he does, but look, he kept the Lakers in the game and even gave the Lakers the lead with his shooting. So he took over that third quarter while LeBron was on the bench.
Right. And what was I saying? Remember what I said early in the second quarter? I was like, they need to get that ball to AD while you got LeBron sitting on the bench, because these guys can't find a way to get the ball in the basket. So they do that in this quarter, and you see what happens. Like, you got to get that ball to Anthony Davis. They brought him to the Lakers for a reason.
Now, also the Bucks do have a very good team, and they could get to the NBA Finals. But again, who on the Bucks can do what Anthony Davis is doing right now? They don't have a player that can take over the game like that consistently.
No. Oh.
And that's why I said that Giannis is the MVP, because he does not. Chris Middleton, as good as he is, he's having a 50-40-90 season, but he's not Anthony Davis. That's all everybody's saying. Nobody's saying Chris Middleton is a scrub. He's having a good season. But I'm just saying, Anthony Davis is proving to you why Giannis is the MVP. And Anthony Davis deserves, in my opinion, the way that I would vote the MVP would be Giannis number 1, Anthony Davis number 2, and LeBron number 3. That's how I would have it. Luka and Harden could be 4 and 5. I mean, it depends on who you guys have, whatever. And LeBron comes back in the game to start the fourth quarter. So the score is 77-76. Guys, and D, go ahead, man. Take it away.
All right, well, we got LeBron James checking back in. Boy, what a beard. I wish I could grow a beard like that. I never could grow my beard out like that. But LeBron James back in the game. We got the reporter. They've not started yet, guys. They're showing the reporter talking to Frank Vogel. Okay, here we go. Caruso brings the ball down, kicks it to LeBron. Back to Caruso. Caruso with the jump shot and off the mark. Paul George back in the game. He comes down with the rebound. Paul George, double team, dribbles around the double team, almost loses the ball, and he does. Paul George loses the ball out of bounds, so that's the 21st turnover, is it, Lewis, by the LA Clippers. Lakers ball. Another chance to retake the lead. And it's Caruso with the ball at the top of the key. Passes it in to Dwight Howard over to LeBron James. LeBron James with Morris back on the defense, and a foul inside by Joakim Noah.
I was actually the Clippers' 18th turnover, so they had 5 turnovers in the third quarter. They're still turning the ball over way too high. The Lakers are at 13, but it looks like both teams are on pace to turn the ball over plenty in this game.
And LeBron James misses a three-pointer. No sense in that three-pointer, LeBron. Paul George brings the ball up, kicks it over to Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson mismatch, got Dwight Howard on him, steps back for the three-pointer, can't hit. And Dion Waiters comes down with the rebound. And they still have Waiters in the game. No J.R. Smith. I can't understand it. Dion Waiters drives down into the lane. And Waiters with the nice touch off the glass for the score. 78-77. So the Lakers regain the lead. We got the lead change going on here, guys. Paul George over to Joakim Noah. Gets the ball to Reggie Jackson. Joakim falls on the ground. Back to his feet. Shamet with the turnaround three-pointer. He can't hit. LeBron comes down with the rebound. LeBron surveying landscape. LeBron at the top of the key. Drives inside. Gives the ball over to Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard fouled. Good foul by Joakim Noah. Don't even give Howard a chance to put those arms up. I think that was a good foul by Joakim Noah. Howard's not the best free throw shooter. So, solid play. Man, look at how broad Dwight Howard's shoulders are, bro. Jeez.
And remember, Dwight Howard shed off pounds and to look more lean, but he still got those broad shoulders.
He should have been a boxer, dude. I bet you he'd have been a knockout artist. Shoulders that broad.
And he knocks down the first free throw, guys, 79-77. I'm telling you right now, man, he gives Deontay Wilder a good run for his money.
With enough training, he probably beat the hell out of Deontay Wilder. All right, so Dwight Howard up for the second shot. And in Dwight Howard fashion, he misses it. And wait a minute, another whistle. It looks like the referee's pointing for the ball to stay down. It may have been a lane violation by Paul George. So Dwight Howard will get another chance to shoot. Okay, that wasn't Paul George. That was help me out, Lewis.
All right, so let me see that. All right, so there's Patrick Patterson.
That was Patrick Patterson that did that.
All right, so here's Dwight. Has a chance to put the Lakers up by 3 and can't do it. All right, so he missed it. As Rasheed Wallace likes to say, ball don't lie. Okay, so Reggie Jackson got the basketball. Early part of the fourth quarter, guys, 79-77. Lakers have the lead. Let's look at the Lakers scheme. Looks like the Lakers are playing a bit of a 2-3. They're switching up. Reggie Jackson gets open for 3, and he drains that.
That's Patrick Beverly.
Excuse me. And the Clippers retake the lead, 80-79.
So 1 point lead by the Clippers. We got the lead change going on here. LeBron fires the ball over to Dion Waiters, and Dion Waiters responds to the 3 right back at you. Lakers regain the lead, 80-82. 9 minutes, 30 seconds left. Patrick Beverly at the top. Got Caruso on the defense. Over to Paul George. Paul George almost loses balance and go out of bounds. Patrick Beverly calling for the pick from Zubac. Steps back, another 3. Beverly can't hit. Caruso, get up, get back on the defense. LeBron James brings the ball back up the court. Good switch by Shamit. JaMychal Green on LeBron James. LeBron James in the corner to Kuzma for the 3. Sorry, man, I got tongue-tied there. So the Lakers back up by 5. And, guys, here we go. Remember what I told you guys. A cold team doesn't always stay cold. And if the Clippers don't get that defense together, we will see happen what we're seeing happen right now. You guys stick with us. We'll let you know how it's going to go down. Lakers back on top by 5. We're on a commercial break.
All right, guys. So plenty of time remaining. 85-80, the Lakers take the lead. So the Lakers are currently on a 6-0 run. So very good job by Dion Waiters right now in the fourth quarter. He's got 5 points. Kuzma just hit that 3. Nice job by Anthony Davis carrying the Lakers in the third quarter. He had 12 points and hit 2 threes. So now Kawhi Leonard's actually sat the first couple of minutes in the fourth quarter. So now will Doc Rivers put him in the game, knowing that now the Clippers had already blown the lead, but they're just now down 5. So both teams have kind of given it back and forth. And so we got ourselves a close game, just like I had kind of in a way predicted that it was probably going to be. But yeah, it's been a pretty good game so far. And it's like, I felt like the third quarter kind of give you the feeling of kind of a regular season intensity game. It's just the problem is there's no fans. So it just, we went from practice scrimmage to regular season basketball scrimmage. So it's like it's an upgraded scrimmage game, just with virtual fans.
Right. But I'll tell you something. It's going to be a total different game when these guys meet later. Just trust and believe that, because people are going to be back, except no Rondo. And they're missing a Rondo. I'll tell you that. They're definitely missing Rondo.
They're missing Rondo. They're missing Avery Bradley as well on the defense.
Yeah.
And then for the Clippers, you got Harrell and you got Lou Will. So it's like 2 players apiece on both teams, missing. So neither one of these teams are with their full roster. So we'll definitely see what happens by the time come playoff time. But I did pick the Lakers to win this game. So I felt that they were going to tie the series.
5-point game, France. The Lakers have come back to take the lead by 5 points, 85-80, France. All right, Chopsticks. See you, brother. Appreciate you coming through.
Continue to smash the like button and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for D Jefferson and the Lewis Sports Network. Appreciate you guys coming through in the chat. Definitely appreciate it. Wow, we reached our goal, guys. We got 50 likes on the video, so definitely want to thank everybody for liking the video, man. Appreciate that. The chat and the panel, I'm not saying nothing. I'm giving the Lakers their just due, so I gave them their credit. I'm not saying nothing about the rest. I said that it was going to kind of be wishy-washy in the second half with the calls. I called it from the jump, so I said that. But I'm not going to just use that as the blame for the reason that they win the game. Like, too much emotion goes into this when people cheer and boo their teams a lot. They can't stand them, so they got to make sure that it happens. Oh, so look like we had Dwight Howard better be careful right there. I know Zubac did hold him.
Yeah, bro. Zubac had him hooked something terrible. And see, I don't like that call from the refs like that because we seen Kevin Love get his shoulder snatched out of place by that with dumb shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't like that call by the ref. Like they let the man go. Let the man go. Don't hook his arm like that.
I do remember that was with Kelly Olynyk when they both a loose ball and his shoulder got pulled out the socket and he was done after that first round. So Paul George with a swing pass to Beverly, who puts a jab step on Dion Waiters, gives it to Zubac. Well, that was a bad pass by Zubac. Fortunately, Marcus Morris caught that ball.
Look at the
is guarding
defense by LeBron James, bro.
See? And that's what I'm saying. When LeBron wants to, he can be a pretty good defender. It's just he gets very lazy at times on defense, and that's the truth. But when he wants to, look at that. Put the clamps on Marcus Morris. That was great defense by LeBron. Great defense.
Freddie said, nah, DJ, he's going to go to the ref excuse. He already got it lined up.
and LeBron shoots the three-pointer. Freddie don't know me too well, if that's the case. Anyway, Lakers lead 88-80. All right, so Zubac's got the basketball, gets it to Paul George. Paul fakes. Nice play by Zubac. Oh, good defense by LeBron. Forced to travel. Oh, that should have been a travel. That should be a travel. That was good defense by LeBron. Watch LeBron. He jumps and he shuffled his feet. But they're trying to say LeBron went over the back. Yeah. I still say that Zubac shuffled his feet before LeBron jumped on him. That should have been a travel. That should be Lakers ball.
Hey, Lewis, did you see how LeBron James jumped in that referee's face? Now, let that have been Dwight Howard that did that. Technical.
Oh, he would have got a technical. I agree. I agree.
Kawhi Leonard with the step back jumper, short, can't hit it. Dion Waiters coming down, full steam ahead, kicks it over to Danny Green in the corner for the three and drains it. Here comes the Lakers. Guys, what is the score? Didn't D. Jefferson tell you the Lakers back up by 11? You might see this double-digit score again. All right, let's go. Patrick Beverly gets the ball over to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard kicks it to Paul George. Paul George drives down inside. Nothing doing. Wild pass out to Beverly. Beverly just got a hold of it. And good hand by Dion Waiters to smack the ball out of bounds. 4.3 seconds left on the shot clock. Lakers are back.
All right, man. So the Clippers look a little bit unsure of themselves on offense, and good job by the Lakers. They're doing a very good job with their defensive pressure. Big ups to LeBron stepping up on his defense. He's doing a terrific job defensively, and the Clippers are having a hard time even trying to inbound the ball. So it just lets you know that the Lakers are one of the better defensive teams in the league. So give kudos to that. So it's a 91-80 score. The Lakers have blown the game open a little bit. They're up by 11, but again, plenty of time. The Clippers can come right back. They got that kind of firepower. And Paul George goes baseline and dunks that basketball. It is 91-82. So if the Clippers are going to win, now Paul George and Kawhi Leonard have got to take this thing home for the Clippers.
Here goes LeBron again. See, LeBron, I hate when he does that. You drain the damn clock all the way down instead of running the play. Danny Green can't hit.
Okay, he dribbles all the way to the paint, kicks it out to Danny Green for three, and he misses the shot. LeBron on the offensive rebound. Do we have a loose ball foul? Looks like it's going to stay right here. And
it looks like they gave it to the Clippers, man. What is going on with these referees?
Wait, what just happened?
I don't know.
But you see, I told you that they probably see it's like they sense the Clippers losing the momentum, and it's kind of like they just. I feel like they're trying to keep them in the game somehow a bit. I told y'all this was going to kind of happen.
Let's see. There it is again. This referee is crazy. Kawhi Leonard this time just hooked Dwight Howard's arm, and they just called Dwight for the foul, I believe. And Kawhi Leonard clearly had him hooked, bro. He clearly had Dwight Howard hooked. All right, Paul George with the ball. He goes right around Danny Green, kicks it back out to Beverly for three, and Beverly is feeling it. Patrick Beverly drains the three. 85-91, 6-point lead, guys. LeBron James coming down with the ball. LeBron James directing traffic. LeBron James holding on to the ball again. Shoots it over to Dion Waiters. Fires up a three. Can't hit. Anthony Davis, nice rebound. Saved by Anthony Davis, and Kuzma for the three. Right back at you, boys. 94-85, 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Let's go. Kawhi Leonard drives down in the lane, steps back, kicks the ball out to Beverly. Beverly drives in on Dion Waiters. Nice turnaround. Scoop by Beverly for the score. 87-94. Taken away, Lewis.
All right, Patrick Beverly's balling right now in the fourth quarter. Again, no hype, but the Clippers, y'all got to get stops, though, because y'all allowing too many three-pointers. He's got 8 points in this quarter, 12 points in the game. So the ball is given to LeBron, giving it back to AD at the top of the key, and he's got Michael Green on him. LeBron gets open, shoots the three-pointer, but he misses the shot and gets the offensive rebound as the ball gets away from Kawhi Leonard, and LeBron gets into the paint. They don't call a foul, so he misses the shot. Here come the Clippers. So Marcus Morris passes it to Michael Green. That was a dangerous pass right there. Marcus Morris shoots a three-pointer, but the ball goes in and out. That would have cut the game to 4. And the ball is in the hands of Danny Green, and Frank Vogel is going to call a timeout. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting a little dramatic right now. It's a 7-point game, 5:33 remaining in this game, and the Lakers lead the Clippers 94-87. Now, I'm going to say this. I said it at the beginning of the show. I picked the Lakers to win this game. I don't think that this game is either important for either team, to be honest with you. It might matter when it comes to seeding for the next 7 games, but what it's going to count is in the playoffs. But you will see that Lakers fans and Clippers fans will make this a big deal no matter who wins or loses, and the media is going to make a big deal out of it. That's why I'm not too concerned about it. But I said I picked the Lakers to win this game, and they'll tie the series for the season series at 2 to end it. So that's just my thoughts on that one.
Yeah, and just like I said at the halftime, bro, I agree with you too, Lewis. This game, you can't put so much into it. Again, we got guys out on both sides. Harold's gone, Lou Williams gone, Avery's gone, Rondo's gone. These are all key players for both teams. So you can put but so much into this game. But, just look at the Clippers defense. It's not customary of what we used to seeing from these guys. Partially because Montrezl Harrell's not on the floor. Lou Williams doesn't really have much to do with their defensive woes because he's not a part of that. He brings them offense. But Montrezl Harrell is a huge part of that. So defensively, they're just not in sync. And again, even with the 10-point lead, guys, I was saying the Lakers are still going to win this game because it wasn't the Clippers stepping up their defensive efficiency or their defensive efforts. It was that the Lakers went cold for a second there. And, you cannot depend on a top-ranked team to stay cold. If that's what you're going to depend on, then more than likely that team's going to come back on you, and that's what we're seeing here. I think the Lakers are going to go ahead and close this game out, to tell you the truth.
Listen, man, this is a feel-out game. You guys are looking too much into this game. It's a feel-out game for both teams, especially because both sides have 2 key players missing. That's why I'm not tripping over a game like this. This game is going to have more emphasis when they meet, and which might be most likely in the Western Conference Finals. Possibly, we don't know what's going to happen, obviously, as of yet. But this is just opening night. People get into that. People get into this stuff, man, too much, man. We're gonna see. Just best believe the media is going to make a big deal about this, whoever wins or loses, because let's face it, if the Clippers win, then the Laker fanboys in the media are going to say, that doesn't mean anything. We'll just wait in the playoffs. If the Lakers win, then it's going to be the same thing with the Clippers. So it's going to be the same on both sides, to be honest. So that's why I said that it's really not that much of a big deal. So
Eat some coffee. Coffee.
Oh yeah, they going off in the chat. I'm gonna let them go off. Again, salute to everybody that didn't bring knives to a gunfight in the war zone in the chat. But again, at the end of the day, guys, don't take it personal, man. It's like, again, everybody likes what they like. All right, so the Lakers have got the basketball. We are back. So Caruso, the GOAT, as he's been called on Twitter and on media sensations, got the basketball to KCP over to Anthony Davis. So LeBron is actually sitting out. I'm a little surprised on that one. I thought he'd be playing this part of the stretch, but not. So Danny Green passes to AD, but they turn it over. That's a big turnover right there. The Lakers, that was only that.
Oh my gosh, this ref, man. This ref, I'm getting ready to throw up right now. That's terrible.
That looked like an offensive foul on Paul George, but they called a pocket foul on Anthony Davis. That's kind of bang bang.
Oh no, that was bang bang because it looked like that left foot might have been still dragging just a little bit.
Yeah. But anyway, it's a huge call. So Paul George goes to the free throw line. He's played very well. 22 points, 4 threes, 8 of 13 from the field. But like I said, him and Kawhi Leonard have to step up if the Clippers are going to win this game. But again, despite the fact that the Clippers are without Lou and Harrell, I got to say, I think both teams have kind of played sloppy in a way. But I still also have to say that the Clippers actually, played well. So both teams have played well as well. But that's a big free throw miss by Paul George. I think both teams have played solidly for a field-out game. So I got to give both teams their due.
You said well about 5 times in 5 seconds.
Yep, and I'm sticking to it.
Caruso coming down full speed ahead and gets the layup coast to coast. Caruso, 96-87, back up to 9-point lead. Kawhi Leonard with the ball, under 5 minutes left in the game, guys. Kawhi Leonard directing traffic. Gives it off to Paul George, back over to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard with the spin move on Danny Green. Good hands on Danny Green to knock the ball out. Now, they're saying the ball is out on Danny Green, but nice move by Caruso. He turned the Jets on and went right around to Michael Green for the layup. So Reggie Jackson to bring the ball in over the top to Paul George. Paul George slashes down into the lane. Gives the ball to Marcus Morris. Step back jumper. Morris can't hit. Anthony Davis comes down with the rebound. Gives the ball to Caruso. So they got Caruso playing the point guard position right now. Anthony Davis sets the screen for Caruso. Back to Davis. Davis for 3. And in and out. Damn, Anthony Davis just missed it. Marcus Morris kicked the ball up to Kawhi. Kawhi behind the 3-point line. Step back. 3-pointer. Kawhi Leonard drains the 3-pointer. Back down to a 6-point game. 90-96. 4 minutes left in the game. Take it away, Lewis.
All right, so hopefully my thing was buffering, but it's okay right now. So Caruso brings the ball up, gives it to KCP. He dribbles left on Paul George. Let's see if the Clippers get themselves back in the game with the Lakers pull away. Nice give and go right there. And good defense by the Clippers, crowding the baseline by Paul George. And, it looks like they did. Oh, no, I thought that was going the Clippers' way because I was like, that ball was deflected off of Kawhi. Oh, wait, they say that was that off of Caruso? But that ball touched Paul George. Wait, that should be, what? That's off of Kawhi. That should be Lakers basketball. Wow. Are you sick? They need to look at that replay. That's Lakers basketball. That ball is off of Kawhi Leonard. Wow. And LeBron is up in that rest phase. But that should be Lakers basketball.
All I gotta say, Lewis, is Phil Donnie.
Yeah, that ball was off of Kawhi. That should be Lakers possession.
Donahue.
That's a back ball.
Donahue.
All right, guys. So we got 3:50 remaining in this game. It is a 2-possession game, and the score is 96-90. Lakers up 6. Jaden Holland comes in and says, "Boo Clippers." Okay, so not a Clippers fan, so I'm guessing Jaden is a Lakers fan. But again, shout out to you for coming into the chat. Again, guys, like the video as you guys come into the channel. Make sure to smash that like and hit the subscribe. What's up? We still are at 50 likes. Let's see if we can get a couple of more likes before the night is over. But Appreciate everybody coming through on the Lewis Sports Network with me and D. This has been a lot of fun. You guys have been awesome as always. I mean, we're definitely going to see what happens. Wow. And to think, we've hold on. Let me just continue just a little bit. And what I was going to say is that, and considering that I had a power outage during this game, I was able to come back.
That's crazy, man. How the hell is wrong with that ref? It hit Paul George and Kawhi Leonard's hand.
That just hit Kawhi Leonard's hand. That should be off of Kawhi Leonard because he was the last to touch it. So that should not be Clippers basketball.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like before it hit Kawhi's hand, it went off Paul George's hand into Kawhi's hand. So two Clippers touched it, but he called Clippers ball. What the hell? That ref need glasses.
Oh no, wait! They're checking the replay. That's they're gonna reverse it. They're gonna reverse that call. That's Lakers' ball. They gotta reverse that call. Kawhi was the last to touch it. Like it makes no damn sense. All I gotta say is this: whoever loses this game, there's gonna be an excuse when this game does not really matter for both teams right now. But I'm telling you, the Clippers do lead the season series 2-1. The Lakers win tonight; they tied the series. But I'm telling you right now, there's gonna be an excuse. So, like I already know, and there's gonna be factors left out on both sides. Remember, there's no Rondo, no Avery Bradley, so those two guards are going to be missed. And then for the Clippers, you got no Harrell and no Lou Williams, obviously.
Now, which would you say, and this is actually a tougher question than you guys might think. I want some of you guys in the chat to answer this too.
Hold on a second, D. They gave the ball to the Clippers. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
What?
That was crazy. That's a foul of Kawhi. He'll go to the line. But since he's going to the line, that was a ridiculous call. Which duo, which pair would you guys say is the bigger loss? Now it's interesting. Think about it hard. Would that be Rondo and Bradley, or would that be Harold and Lou Williams?
Say that question one more time, D. I was just looking at the chat real quick.
So I said, which pair going down is the bigger loss for the team? Would that be Montrez, Harold, and Lou Will, or Bradley and Rondo?
I would say Bradley and Rondo because at least with Rondo, you get a playmaker. And then with Avery Bradley, the defense that he puts pressure on Patrick Beverley, Reggie Jackson, and Lou Williams whenever he's in the game is a big loss. So you're kind of expecting JR and Dion to kind of play that defense when they're not those kind of defenders. JR has been able to do it in the finals and stuff like that. Right. So, like, he has done it before, don't get me wrong. But they're kind of, like, doing more of the scoring slack. But Avery Bradley's going to be missed. But I still would say Harrell is still important, too, because, again, he gives you toughness. He gives you energy off the bench. And like we mentioned before, Harrell plays bigger than his frame at 6'7". And you're missing his offensive rebounding, which he's very good at. So he helps the Clippers get second chance opportunities. Now Lou Will, now obviously he's big because of their bench. So their bench power, is missing. But so I think both sides are, they're missing their pieces. So it's important. So I think both sides are just as important in terms of what they bring to the floor. Because when at least LeBron sits, Rondo can still run the offense. And then with Avery Bradley, he could defend the guards like he did in that last game. And then Avery Bradley, now he's not going to score big every single game, but he was huge in that third game that they played in March on that NBA Sunday where he hit those 3-pointers. As Caruso misses the free throw, and guys, it's a 4-point game, and we got plenty of time remaining. 2-possession game right now, 96-92. The Lakers have missed 10 free throws. So, it's a good thing that they're up by 4 because, if they lose this game, those free throws are going to come back to haunt the Lakers.
Now,
as he knocks down the second, so the score is 97-92, and LeBron is back in the game with 3:20 remaining in this game. Take it away, D.
Kawhi Leonard with the ball out on the wing. LeBron steps up, calls up for the defense. Kawhi loses the ball. Oh, my. No. Oh, gosh, it's getting painful, guys. It appeared Kawhi slipped.
Let's see that.
That's
replay.
exactly what happened. Kawhi slipped. He tried to grab LeBron's arm to keep balance, and the ref called the foul on him for it.
Wow.
You can show the replay again and again. That's insane.
He did.
Kawhi slipped, and he used LeBron for leverage, and LeBron got called a foul for it. That is retarded right there, bro.
That's a fact. D, didn't I tell you this was gonna happen?
Now, justice served. Kawhi just tanked the first free throw. That's what you get, because you don't deserve that.
Like Rasheed Wallace says, man, ball don't lie, man.
Wow, that's crazy, bro. LeBron's just too strong. I mean, his arm was up. Kawhi was using him to stay on balance, and LeBron just called the foul for that. Like, damn.
Yo.
Look at LeBron. He's like, man, what's wrong with you?
What's Kawhi's excuse gonna be? I was slipping and I needed LeBron for leverage so I could not fall down.
My knee went out on me.
I can't low man it, so I had to do it in the game. Anyway, Kawhi makes the free throw 97-93. KCP for 3 misses the ball. Anthony Davis tried to put down Doug and couldn't get the ball back. And so the Clippers have it. They can cut it to 2 or to 1 on this possession. Yo, these foul calls, man. I'm telling you, Kawhi Leonard, man, dribbles baseline.
Lakers defense. My goodness, they are defending very well, guys. I mean, you got to give these guys the props for their defense right now. They're picking up LeBron and everything.
Nice job by LeBron there on that recovery. So give him credit. And looks like we got a foul.
Yeah. But I mean, just all around, bro. All around. I didn't mean to cut you off, but just all around. KCP picked up really well. Kawhi Leonard. He picked up, and Kawhi Leonard had to dish that ball off. Right? And then they collapsed down there in the hole. Like, the Lakers are playing excellent defense right now. Gotta give it to them.
So the foul is on Jermichael Green. So Anthony Davis is at the free throw line, and here comes the first free throw. It is good, and the Lakers, lead 98-93. All right, so my thing is buffering a bit, so let me just try to refresh it to see.
I got you. KCP steps out of the game, and he's replaced by Kyle Kuzma. Anthony Davis up for the second free throw, and he drains it. So it's 99-93, back up to a 6-point game. 2 minutes, 29 seconds left in the game, guys. Anthony Davis with 34 points this game. Anthony Davis doing the damn thing. Kawhi Leonard at the top. Got LeBron James on the defense. Dribbles around the Caruso screen. Here comes Paul George inside with the nice move right around Anthony Davis for the score. 95-99, 4-point game. LeBron James comes down with the ball. Sorry, Caruso comes down with the ball. Now he kicks it to LeBron. LeBron got Kawhi on the defense over to Anthony Davis. And Davis' big foot is out of bounds. So the Clippers with a chance to bring the score down to 1 or 2. 1 minute, 55 seconds left on the clock. And yes, he did. He stepped right out of bounds. Was a travel anyway, even if he didn't step out of bounds, because he shifted that foot.
Yeah, he shifted the pivot foot.
Yep. And good defense by Kyle Kuzma, but Paul George bangs the 3 and brings the score down to 1. We have a 1-point game. 144, 142.
Yo, Paul George has got 30 points, folks. 30. 3-0.
LeBron James holding the ball. He's going to take the 3-pointer. I know it. No, he didn't. He went right inside. Strong to the hole. LeBron James. Nice strong move to the hole for the score. 101-98. Old school basketball there. Smash mouth ball, guys. Let's go. LeBron James stepping up for the call. Kawhi Leonard can't get around. Shamet. LeBron James, good defense. Kawhi Leonard turn around. Gives the ball off to Shamet. Shamet, nice hand by Caruso, saves the ball. Good job by Caruso. Lakers with the defense again. Under a minute, guys. 3-point lead. Anthony Davis with the ball in his hand. No foul. Anthony Davis drives, and it appears that's out of bounds. What the hell is the matter with these referees, bro? That ball had to roll 3 feet out of bounds before he called it out.
Wait, so is that the Lakers retained the ball though?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. The Lakers kept the ball. I was just like, it was already on the line rolling, and the ref was still sitting there looking at it. It was long. It was waiting. It was so long. It was taking so long. Champ Ross in the building. What's good with your champ? All right, guys. 48 seconds left in the game. 3-point lead. Lakers retain possession. The referees are on crack right now. We cannot tell you how this is going to end, but it's coming down to the wire. I still say this. Lakers go up by 6 and end the game by 8.
Okay. I'm gonna say the Lakers win by 5. I'm gonna go there.
5. Okay, I see that too.
I'm gonna say 5. I'm gonna say the Lakers win by 5 or 6 points.
Oh, okay. Champ said he bet the spread 3 or 4. Lakers is a spread 4 in Vegas line. That explains it, right? Yeah. Hey, look, man. It's sometimes the bookies in Vegas will surprise you how close they get on those point spreads, because it's looking like a -4 point spread right now, champ. It's looking just like that, and that would suck if they did it by 3, champ. That would suck for you because they would still win, but you need 4.
Yep. All right, so they're just so they're just showing the 3 games that they've played. Well, actually, all 3 games have been close. So we got 112, 103. No game has been a double-digit win by either team. So the Clippers won the first game by, I forgot how much, but the second game they won by 5, and then the third game the Lakers won by 9. So here's LeBron, kicks it out to Danny Green, big 3-pointer, but he can't hit the shot, and the ball, that should be Clippers ball. Yeah, that was off of Anthony Davis. So the Clippers will get the ball back with 40.8 seconds to go. The Clippers don't need to rush. They could get a score within 1. So it looks like a timeout was called by Doc Rivers.
Yeah, they
that was
don't
off
review
Anthony
the ball.
Davis. What is he complaining about? That ball was off of you, AD. Dude, you touched that. Oh, wait.
No, it looked like Michael Green smacked that up under him. You know, now they're gonna give it to the damn Clippers anyway. Listen,
let me see that.
They playing in LA tonight, in LA Clippers tonight. They're not playing in LA Lakers tonight. The home court advantage with the Clippers.
I think Michael Green was able to get a piece of that, but the thing was the ball was still on AD's fingertips. So yeah, that ball's gonna go to the Clippers. So
man, AD fingers are 9 inches long. So he might have tipped it, but it still rolled off the top of his 9-inch long fingers. Yeah, man, I don't know.
Steelers gang said, he says the Clippers have got to stop turning the ball over. Shout out to Steelers gang. Appreciate you coming through the stream, my brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, Anthony Davis touched that first. JaMychal got a little piece, but the ball was still on AD's fingertips when that ball was turned over. So I think that's going to go to the Clippers. But, yo.
I don't think this is conclusive enough to turn it over. Anthony Davis walking away like he knew it was off of him, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, let's see if the Lakers get the ball back. We'll see. So let's see. They're still trying to determine that. We go to the box score. How much does LeBron have? Only 14 points, 5 turnovers. He has 2 blocks. He's played well defensively. I'll give him that. He has 10 rebounds, 7 assists. I know the media's going to say 14, 10, and 7, but I will say this, that what doesn't show in the stat sheet was LeBron's defense. The 2 blocks, but just his positioning defensively was actually very good today. So I got to give LeBron a lot of credit on that. Defensively, he played very well.
What's Kawhi's numbers?
Kawhi has 28 points, I believe. Let me see. 28 points, 7 of 17 from the field, 3 for 4 from 3. He got to the line 13 times, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. But he has 3 turnovers.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, if you look at it, Anthony Davis really stepped up. So did Dion Waiters. Kyle Kuzma had his moments as well. So I feel like the other Lakers, especially Anthony Davis, they picked it up where LeBron struggled shooting the ball because he was only 5 of 17 from the field.
I don't think Waiters played so great. He hit a couple of good shots, but
what I don't understand is why did JR not get playing time? That's what I want to know. That to me doesn't understand because he played all the scrimmages. He played good minutes in scrimmage, but for some reason Frank Vogel left him out against the Clippers.
Why did JR get no playing time and Waiters get so much playing time? Is he trying to see something from Waiters? Because hell, we didn't see JR or Cook. I would have liked to see a little bit of Cook too. I think that kid needs to develop.
All right, so the Clippers get the basketball, 40 seconds remaining. Let's see what the Clippers do on this possession. It's just a one-possession game, 3-point game. The Clippers don't need to score a 3 right away to get a good look, so let's see what happens. So Paul George has got the ball. He decides to go for the 3, and he drains it. Paul George ties the game. He's got 30 points, and the Clippers have tied the game at 101. Wow, Paul George is coming in clutch, and you hope that he does this in the playoffs if he's going to be the difference maker and the X factor for the Clippers. So here comes LeBron. LeBron's dribbles, takes a shot, misses the shot, gets his own rebound, and puts it in. And the Lakers take a 2-point lead with 12.8 seconds to go. Big play by LeBron. He's got 16 points. And the Lakers take a 103-101 lead with 12.8 seconds remaining.
Bro, LeBron James has the Shaquille O'Neal syndrome. And I say that because this dude be getting hacked. And they do not call it, bro. Like, he gets hacked a lot of times, and they just don't call it. That's what used to happen to Shaquille O'Neal. Like, he would take some hard hits. The sad thing about LeBron is this is hack century, this era. You know what I mean? I see LeBron take some hits that would have been called fouls in Jordan's era. It makes no sense.
LeBron made a clutch play. I gotta give him credit. I gotta give LeBron credit. He made a clutch play. That was a good job by LeBron getting his own rebound. Yeah, and was able to stick it back in. So that was a poor job by the Clippers, not doing a good job of securing that defensive rebound. But Paul George has stepped up. But I already know the media is going to get on Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, I can already see it after this game if the Clippers don't win this game because they're going to say, well, Paul George was there, but where was Kawhi Leonard in the fourth quarter? I can hear it from Nick Wright and all these dudes. I tell you, the media makes this such a big deal. It's unbelievable.
But you know what? Something
are you on?
You know what's something that could be said, Lewis, and although a lot of people wouldn't want to hear it, it would actually be true this game. If somebody say, well, Kawhi Leonard wasn't so great, and then they say that's because LeBron James was on him, that would actually be true. People might not want to hear that. But this game, I've seen a lot of times Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James jumped up on there, stepped up on the call. You know what I mean? He was defending him all night. So,
all right. So, the Clippers are losing that possession. Here it comes. Seconds. Paul George puts it up and he misses. And he's looking for a foul, but no call. And the Lakers will win this game 103-101. So that is the ball game, guys. That is the ball game.
No, don't try Paul George.
I don't know if that was a foul.
Man, even if it was a foul, come on. All of the missed calls and bad calls at the end of this game, you can't. I mean, I don't even know if that was a foul.
I don't think that was a foul. No.
That
was a good defensive possession. LeBron did a good job. So I got to give LeBron credit. He guarded both Paul George and he guarded Kawhi Leonard like down the stretch. So give LeBron credit. And I told you, when LeBron puts his mind to it when he wants to, he's a very good defender. But I don't think Paul George got the foul. Wait, why is Anthony Davis upset?
I'll tell you.
All right, so big up.
That was no more of a foul than what just happened to LeBron driving in when he got his own rebound, because Marcus Morris had his body on LeBron and he hit his arm. So that didn't get called a foul. So come on, Paul George, stop crying. Like, it's a man in the air and you put body on him. That's supposed to be a foul automatically. Like, that's dangerous to even body a man while he in the air like that.
All right, man. So the Lakers win 103-101, so close 2-point game. LeBron had 16 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists. So LeBron, I thought LeBron, he didn't play well offensively, but I don't even really care about the playmaking. I thought, in my opinion, LeBron's defense to me was a big thing in this game. And give Anthony Davis credit, proving. But the media is going to use this as to say that while LeBron's the MVP, but I'm sorry, just because you beat the Clippers twice and beat the Bucks, that don't make you the MVP. Anthony Davis proved to you in the third quarter why Giannis is the MVP of this league, because he took over the game when LeBron sat, and LeBron didn't shoot the ball well, but Anthony Davis took over the game. He played great offensively. Give Kuzma also some credit as well. He played well. And the Clippers, they have to get better defensively, obviously. But again, this was a fill-out game for both teams, so I'm not really looking too much into the stock. But the media will. So, but again, kudos to the Lakers. They win the game. Salute to them. So they tied the season series at 2, and now they push the lead now to 6.5 games in the standings for the season. So now the Lakers are now at 50-14, while the Clippers go now to 44-21. So guys, let's just go to the stats of the game as I go back to the finals. The final thing, as we can see, wow, it's crazy because it was pretty close. It was pretty close. The Lakers had a double-digit scoring quarter, up by 12. The Clippers outscored the Lakers by 10. The Clippers outscored the Lakers by 3, and then the Lakers outscored the Clippers by 3 in the fourth quarter. So it tells you it was pretty close. I'm interested to see what's it going to be like once Lou Will and Harrell come back, and then Rajon Rondo. Unfortunately, the Lakers won't have Avery Bradley, but they do have J.R. Smith, so I'm interested to see that. So the final stats for the game, guys. Clippers shoot 43%, 44% from 3, 75% from the free throw line, 21 out of 28, but they did miss 7 free throws. The Lakers missed 9 free throws. They shot 75%. They shot only 30% from the three-point line, and they shot 39% from the field. But here's the thing. The Lakers, they got 11 offensive rebounds. That's one. Number 2, they were able to get more assists than the Clippers, 21-17. And then number 3, more importantly, the Clippers had 20 turnovers. They had 20 turnovers, and the Lakers had 23 points off of Clipper turnovers. So there. And even if it was only a 2-point game, me and D have always said that. We've always said that there's always stats that offset each other, that always lead to the final score. This was only a 2-point game. So both teams played. I thought the second half was more competitive basketball than really the first half, in my personal opinion. I thought the second half was more competitive. But I told D that the referees were going to really be into this stuff in terms of like the foul calls. I told you that the foul calls were going to be kind of wishy-washy, but it's going to happen. But I already know what's going to happen. I know the media's going to make a big deal about this. I'm not. But again, salute to the Lakers winning this ball game, 103-101. Shout out to both teams. So. And Jay says that LeBron's armbar rode PG. PG needed to jump up and not out to get the call. PG carried his momentum in the same direction, which means no call. Right call for what transpired. Yeah, it was the right call because PG didn't jump straight up. So that was Paul George's mistake. If you look at what LeBron's arm was riding PG. If PG jumps up, most likely he'll get that call. But he didn't because he decided to do he carried his momentum instead. So that's why there was no call, and it was actually the right call. So good job by the refs not making a call on that play. And George McCovery says LeBron was clutch. LeBron made a big play on that tie game. Trust me, Kawhi Leonard's going to get heat from the media tomorrow. He is. He's going to get heat. Paul George stepped up in the clutch, and he was making the plays. He just didn't do that. But I know people will say, Kawhi was, shaking off the rust. Now what I'm looking to see is how Kawhi's going to look in the next 7 games to see if this was all rust or it was because he had 28 tonight. But again, salute to everybody in the chat. And, D, is there anything that you also want to say to the chat?
Well, I want to say this. I'm highly impressed with the LA Lakers' overall defensive effort. And for Lakers fans, they should feel good about that because, look, guys, it's 2 sides of the ball. Without solid defense, you're not going to win a title. And what the Lakers showed tonight against a Clippers team, even though we don't have everyone, they still showed some really solid defense, especially coming from LeBron James. So I like that. I like to see that in the Lakers. That makes them even more dangerous. I think that adds an element of danger to the Lakers if they're going to be playing defense that well.
Well, Freddie D says Kawhi's not playing the next game. I think if it was a back-to-back, I think he wouldn't have played. But I don't think they don't have a back-to-back. I don't think they have a back-to-back game though. So I think Kawhi will be playing the next game. It's here on out with him. It's gonna be like that for the playoffs. I'm sorry, man. Kawhi's my favorite player, but I'm sorry. This is pretty much how his career is gonna be, to be honest.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think that's gonna be like this for him for most of the rest of his career.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that, unfortunately. But Mark said, "Yeah, I had the Lakers." Yeah, that's why I said that I picked the Lakers. The Clippers almost won this game. They had chances. They had opportunities. I think their turnovers hurt. And they did miss some key free throws, but that offensive rebound when LeBron got that hurt the Clippers too, because they actually would have had the last shot. So again, shout out to Ron who says we got 55 likes. Appreciate the guys, man. We look at that. It's like we went way past the amount that I thought we was gonna have, man, and we already had 20 just in the early moments of the game.
That's awesome. Freddie, that's good stuff.
Freddie, you actually picked the Clippers? Oh. I actually thought he was going to pick the Lakers. No, I picked the Lakers to tie the series up. I just think from a storyline, I think the NBA has got to kind of keep it that way in terms of the whole. Because the thing is, you got to remember who's on the team. Oh no, we're not changing that, Mark. He says Montrezl was missing. Well, in terms of the rebounding, yeah, I understand that. The Lakers did out-rebound them. They had 11 offensive rebounds, so the Clippers have to do a better job with their defensive rebounding. So Harrell will clean that up at least a little bit. But look, the Clippers had their opportunities, so they almost won this game. But again, the Lakers won this game, man, and salute to them. Thanks to Clippers, we actually had some pretty good basketball in the second half, despite the sloppy refereeing calls I didn't like, and I told D that it was going to happen. I told y'all it was going to happen.
But yep, indeed. He said it. He called it. Hey,
yeah,
man,
LeBron's offensive rebound pretty much won it. Yeah, that's it.
I will say this. Even when the Clippers came back, even when the Clippers went up by 10, 11 points, I still said the Lakers were going to win the game. And I'm telling you guys what I seen. A lot of things transpired in this game, no doubt. But the Clippers are just not themselves defensively. They just not. They out of sync, bro. And so even when they came back, I really wasn't confident that, I just figured they, made a little spark. But the Lakers went cold. Like they were missing all of their shots. So when that happens, you're going to see that kind of thing. And I was like, as soon as the Lakers start making some more shots, they're going to dig back in there and take the lead, which I thought they would win the game with at a wider margin than they did. But I was pretty confident they would win, though.
Well, see, this is how I prove Freddie D wrong. See, you didn't hear me come up with any no conspiracies. And see, Jay already said it, and Freddie D came out and said, "Oh, here we go with the refs and stuff." Yo, shout out to Sports Critic. Before you continue, D. Sorry about that. Shout out to Sports Critic. I want to mention this to everybody right now in the chat. Sports Critic had been trying to get to 1K. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sports Critic, shout out to Amir. He just got to 1,000 subscribers tonight doing the Lakers and Clippers game. So I just want to give a salute and a congratulations to Amir and Sports Critic. Congratulations, bro, for getting to 1,000. Definitely most appreciated, man. You've been working extremely hard, and he's been doing baseball content. He's a Cardinals fan too. He loves basketball. He is an Orlando Magic fan. We've been rocking back and forth on our streams, and he does an amazing job. So I just want to say, Amir, congratulations, my friend, for finally getting to that 1,000 mark. Truly appreciate it, and congratulations, and much more success to you, my man. Appreciate that. Appreciate you as well.
Good job, brother. Good job to you. Well, Lewis, my brother, let me shut it down over here on Speak Your Mind Sports Talk real quick. So, guys, friends, champ, everybody on the Speak Your Mind Sports Talk family side, we all appreciate you for coming out, me and Lewis. And we're going to be doing this a lot more. So, y'all, look for the schedules. We're going to give y'all as many games as we can. We appreciate y'all coming out. Support my man Lewis. If you're not subscribed, get over there to Lewis Sports Network. Hit that subscribe button. And y'all know how I always end this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.